You are in tune to Eats, Beats, and Rhymes, and I'm your host, Yo Jules DJ. Welcome back to another weekly episode of Who Do You Got? Tonight's a pretty special episode. The DR.DRE special that is tonight. We are talking about which is the more legendary album, The Chronic versus The Chronic 2001. Eats, Beats, and Rhymes. Make some noise for tonight's battle. DR.DRE, The Chronic 2001. Give it up one time.
Oh, this man is booing off rip.
Yo,
Wow.
listen, I love it. I love the controversy. Even upon running it past some friends outside of the show, people were like, "But why?"
Yeah, what the fuck? That's I'm
That's
exactly
the beauty of it. It gets people
glad I'm
riled
on the
up.
panel. I'm glad I'm on.
What's that shit from the movie?
But it's provocative.
No, it's not. It
gets the people going.
It's
That's enough.
It gets them riled up.
Controversial. But the first album that came out in 92, the first classic we're talking about is The Chronic, obviously. Came out on Death Row Records, 1992. The fourth quarter, the December 15th, as a matter of fact, 1992. The perfect Christmas stuffer, if you will. You know what I'm saying? And then you actually had, again, a follow-up that came years down the line in 1999. But again, Dre, with his foresight, decided to call the album 2000. Ended up having legal issues with Suge Knight dropping a similar project with the same name. His concept to try to, bury that album title was moving on to Chronic 2001 till then just eventually settling on just 2001. We'll reference it as Chronic 2001 or aka 2001 throughout the evening. Saying this is his first two solo albums, two different companies. Again, the first one coming out on Death Row Records, second one coming out in Aftermath. And again, it's interesting conversation. We've had this conversation before about other artists. I'm gonna go ahead and introduce everybody around the room real quick. Again, we're playing 5 rounds of music all evening. We're playing nothing but classics. That's the beauty of it. Straight bangers off the 2001 album, straight bangers off the Chronic. It's gonna be an interesting evening. My man Triple C from Queens representing with the background. Triple C, I have to ask you off the bat, who do you got? Are we talking about the Chronic or Chronic 2001? Who do you got?
The Pillow of Chronic 1.
Whoa.
Even more. You better watch your pauseness, Triple C.
Yo, man, I think we should just all hit a reset button on this thing there because I see a lot of pause being set out here tonight.
I'm gonna go ahead and go with you next. You got a lot to say. All I want to know is who do you got?
But I'm trying to make sense. I'm trying to figure out what you're trying to tell me, man. What do you mean? Which one is more legendary? Am I supposed to pick my favorite or? What, like I feel like this shit is going like the bus is just gonna go all over the place, man.
Well, to be honest with you, you're really just feeding my ego right now because I'm static at the moment that you're this stuttered right now. I love it. It's my evil plan working in motion.
I would say I would mimic Jules' words. Whichever hill you want to stand on.
You know what? It would take our beautiful, wonderful, amazing HR department to put that into perspective.
Locked it down, shut it down, no issues.
I think I'm gonna go with. Oh fuck, man, this is tough. I think I'm gonna go with the classic, original Chronic, but I wouldn't be surprised if I vote 2001 all the way through.
Interesting play. Again, if you're playing poker, not chess, we'll see what happens. My man all the way in the West Coast representing the homeland of such projects. We're talking about the real Cool B. You can even know we're talking about HR representative Cool Breeze. Sir, simple question, tough answer. Who do you got? The Chronic versus the Chronic 2001.
I smell the Chronic in the air as we speak out in California. I'm going to go with the original, man.
You too. We're going to find out why everybody so far feels this way throughout the evening. We're just going to go ahead and get everybody's vote. My man DJ Scanless, aka Baba Midi. Yo. What are you thinking about between these two projects? Again, the Chronic versus 2001. Who do you got?
You can't really lose either way, but I see everybody's going with the classic, so I'll go with 2001.
Oh snap! Now, do you plan to stand by that throughout the evening? I mean, no pressure, but I'm just wondering, is it a strategic move or like what's the play here?
I don't know.
You see, but that's what I'm saying. Like, how are you going to ask us the question? What I feel like you don't even have the answer to that question, man. So, like, you're putting us in the position, dude. Like, what you
first of all, pause. Also, I want to pointedly clear out. You're openly admitting on camera that I have the answers. You're just claiming I have like this Mandarin thing going on, and I'm trying to explain to you I don't. Why would you on camera in front of the national audience, international audience? Triple C. What countries have been tuning in lately?
Oh, we got
That segue was slow as hell. When we do the edit, it's gonna be like
You set him up perfectly for the dunk, and he dropped that shit.
Oh, right now
That's
I
why
feel
the
like
Knicks lost.
he said, "Oh shit!" He just Jason Kidd me right now. I didn't see that shit coming.
Said Jason Kidd. Okay.
Juice hit him with the no look. The trip was not ready.
Not at all.
Yo, we got Germany, we got Sweden, Israel, we got Mexico,
Hey,
South Africa,
hey,
Australia,
hey,
Brazil,
hey,
and the United States.
hey. Free
Okay.
Palestine, by the way. Shit, since everybody tuning in, just keep it real.
Okay.
Hey, man. It's gonna be an interesting evening. Like I said, did I introduce everybody? I forget. I'm DJ Hobo. My bad. So sorry, DJ Hobo. Who do
And
you
DJ
like?
Hobo, 2 up, 2 down. Is that it?
2 up, 2 down, representing that VA.
I think I'm gonna go with 2001. Shot to the homie DJ B Sharp.
So tonight, again, the dedication to Dr. Dre. It's a producer battle. It's an album battle. It's all in one encompassing. Which is the more legendary project, The Chronic or 2001? That's tonight's question. We're going to go ahead and start things off. And it's only right that we start out with what I thought would be an interesting way to go. Because, again, there's a lot of obvious records we're going to go down, line in terms
You guys see how he's setting up the Mandarin right now?
Yo, Hobo. Yo, my
Oh
brother
my
DJ
God.
Hobo. I'm so glad you said something.
Oh,
Because
my
I
God.
sat over here and I've been trying to keep my mouth shut. I'm like, yo, this fucking dude, Jules.
Unbelievable. I feel like that black chick in the meme whose wig dropped. Ain't that? Oh my God. Oh my God. Listen.
They smell the bullshit, man.
Oh my God, you too?
No, I'm just saying.
No, it's not
I'm just
alive.
saying.
It's true, right? That being said, for Dre having his first, solo album and his second solo album going against each other, he doesn't have a lot of solo tracks on here. All right, very, very limited the amount of solo tracks. So with that being said, round number 1, best Dr. Dre solo track. Best solo Dr. Dre track, we're going with A Ninja with a Gun versus The Watcher. Let's go.
Yeah, nigga, what's up with all that motherfucking shit you was talking, nigga? Fuck that, nigga. What's up with all that shit you was talking, nigga? Why you tripping? You motherfucking lie, nigga. That was you. That was you, nigga. Hey, check this out, motherfucker. What's wrong, nigga? You can't talk with a gun in your mouth. You can't talk with a gun in your mouth. Listen up, nigga. You know Lucifer? Nah. You about to meet him, motherfucker. Only 4 reasons come to mind why your motherfucking brother is hard to find. He been walking on the streets and fucking with mine. Stupid punk can't fuck with a mastermind. See, I never take a step on a Compton block or a lay without the AK ready to pop. Cause them punk motherfuckers in black and white ain't the only motherfuckers I got to fight. I think it's better to be telling the facts than cuffed up and jacked and fucked up with your niggas looking at you going, God damn, cause it's the city and for you to survive a nigga gotta be a gangster. And I'm a nigga you can't remove. So got a lot of motherfuckers for trying to prove to they homies they can hang by dealing with me. But once again, in the end, that D.E.A.D. I never did time on a murder yet. Cause I relax and back to a job and jet. Yo, I know you understand my flow. So here we go in death row. Come let a motherfucker know. A nigga with a motherfucking gun. A nigga with a motherfucking gun. D.R.E. A motherfucker who's known for carrying gaps and kick raps that make snaps, adapts to any environment that I'm located at. If you see me on a solo move, believe that I'm strapped. 4 straight 8 or AK-47. Cause slowly but surely, see you on a stairway to heaven. Just put my finger on the trigger and pull back. And lay a punk motherfucker flat as he wonder what popped before he got popped. I told you I was Dre and you know it don't stop. Now I know you understand my flow, so here we go in death row. Come let a motherfucker know. A nigga with a motherfucking gun. A nigga with a motherfucking gun. break some off, I break some off, yeah. I break some off, I break some off, yeah. I break some off, but I ain't speaking about between the thighs. I'm talking about cocking a gauge in between your eyes and make you drop to your knees, cause you realize that it gotta make any nigga civilized. Oh, buster ass nigga talking bullshit. Don't know that I'm the wrong nigga to fuck with. Get lit or hit up by the doctor. A nigga that breaks them off properly, real G, so don't doubt it. I'm the one that's doing it while these other niggas talk about it. And if motherfuckers come at me wrong, I straight put my 44 Desert Eagle to his motherfucking dome and show him why they call me the notorious one. The name is Dre Eastwood when I'm packing a gun. You don't believe me? Well, step up and give it a try. And if you die, use a buster, cause real niggas don't die. But some still don't hear me though. You're too near me not to hear me, nigga, yo. So now you know.
Things just ain't the same for gangsters. Times is changing, young niggas is aging, becoming OGs in the game and changing to make way for these new names and faces. But the strangest things can happen from rapping when niggas get wrapped up in image and acting. Niggas get capped up and wrapped in plastic, zipped up in bags when it happens, that's it. I've seen them come, I've watched them go, watched them rise, witnessed it and watched them blow. Watched them all blossom and watched them grow. Watched the lawsuits when they lost their dough. Best friends and money, I lost them both. Went and visited niggas in the hospital. It's all the same shit all across the globe. I just sit back and watch the show.
Everywhere that I go ain't the same as before. People I used to know just don't know me no more. But everywhere that I go, I got people I know. You got people they know. So I suggest you lay low.
I moved out of the hood for good, you blame me? Niggas aim mainly at niggas they can't be. But niggas can't hit niggas they can't see. I'm out of sight, now I'm out of they dang reach. How would you feel if niggas wanted you killed? You probably move to a new house on a new hill and choose a new spot if niggas wanted you shot. I ain't a thug, how much Tupac in you got? I ain't no bitch neither. It's either my life or your life, and I ain't leaving. I like breathing. Cause nigga, we can go round for round, clip for clip, shit, 4 pound for pound. Nigga, if you really wanna take it there, we can. Just remember that you fucking with a family man. I got a lot more to lose than you. Remember that when you wanna come and fill these shoes.
Everywhere that I go ain't the same as before. People I used to know just don't know me no more. But everywhere that I go, I got people I know. You got people they know. So I suggest you lay low.
Things just ain't the same for gangsters. Cops is anxious to put niggas in handcuffs. They wanna hang us, see us dead or enslave us. Keep us trapped in the same place we're raised in. Then they wonder why we act so outrageous. Run around stressed out and pull out gauges. Cause every time you lift the animal out cages, it's dangerous to people who look like strangers. But now we got a new era of gangsters, hustlers and youngsters living amongst us. Looking at us now, calling us busters. Can't help but reminisce back when it was us. Nigga, we started this gangster shit. And this the motherfucking thanks I get. It's funny how time flies. I'm just having fun, just watching it fly by.
Everywhere that I go ain't the same as before. People I used to know just don't know me no more. But everywhere that I go, I got people I know. You got people they know. So I suggest you lay low.
You go.
Banger.
Two very, very cool joints off of two very amazing, classic, legendary projects. Again, if you just joined us, Dr. Dre is the subject matter. We are talking about The Chronic versus Chronic 2001, aka 2001, which is the more legendary project, which is the more classic project. Which one is your more favorite project? All the way, whatever way you want to line it up, both albums are going against each other, and we have a method to our madness here. 5 rounds of music all night. Stay tuned with us. I got to go around the room. Do you want me to pick and choose? Is somebody brave enough to stand up first to pick from these two joints? Again, we're talking about best Dr. Dre solo track off of each project. A Ninja with a Gun versus The Watcher. A Triple C, why don't you set it off for us first, sir?
Ninja with the tool.
Ninja with the Tool. Why is that?
I don't know. It sounds like
Gun bars.
that time period sound like it was very dangerous.
Oh.
Yeah, nigga.
I would agree. I would definitely agree with that. Again, there's a
The Watcher sound kind of cleanest for me. Like
Watcher. Okay, funny. That's interesting because the Watcher is super dope to me. Even you can hear
dope.
someone's specific pen all over that. I don't.
Yeah.
You know. Your man, Cool Breeze. What are you thinking about, Mr. West Coast, between these two joints right here?
I'm gonna go with something dangerous for you. I'm gonna go with Ninja with a Gun.
Okay.
Oh, duck.
How? Fair enough.
You heard it. If you heard it, it wasn't for you.
Cool Breeze putting the same vote down as Trip C. Baba Midi, the Scandalous. What are you thinking about?
I'm gonna go with the Watcher.
What is it about the Watcher?
So I think tonight, what's going to be apparent, at least from my perspective, is that you're going to hear or we'll be able to point out mixing styles, right? And I kind of like the replay, the live bass line on the Watcher, and I like how it sits in the pocket. I like how sonically sounds just a little bit better. It's different from how Ninja with the Gun sounds, because that's more of a early '90s mixing style, layered loops and stuff like that, which is really dope. Both records are really great, but for this, I think I'll go with the Watcher for those reasons.
Yeah, and it's funny that the first thing you said, Scan, when you started talking about like just the different eras in the mixing and the styling and specifically to the production, because they're both super dope produced records when you listen to them, besides it just being Dr. Dre's solo. But it does make it kind of difficult because the Watcher is one of the more solid joints on the Chronic, you know?
Yeah.
And I think the Ninja with a Gun is like a little bit of a sleeper. Like you're more of a fan if you know the words to that record, you know?
Right.
I don't think I'm at fault for either one on each, whatever, regardless of which way I choose. I'm gonna stick with a Ninja with a Gun for now, just basing it off of what Jules is asking us instead of this Mandarin shit of Legendary. Which one is more legendary? Just thinking about how iconic the Chronic was, the mixing and the mastering, for him to take all of these funk groove loops and to turn it into something that he did, and to be speaking future Tripsy loving gun bars, you know what I mean? Ninja with a Gun. So I think
Ike is in the whip with me. He's in the whip.
Whoa. We just can't talk about one day, bro. We just can't talk about the day. We can't start pinpointing where we was at.
Don't narrow it down. Don't ice cube. It was a good day.
Nah, we don't got to do that. But it's just so dope on how the different styles and just how far he grew through his career. You'll be able to tell on all the joints that we play tonight.
Very much so. So with that being said, DJ Hope, which of these two records are you voting for?
I am voting for the Watcher.
Ooh, sticking to your guns. What's that about?
I don't know. I like the pocket. I like the pocket of the Watcher better than Ninja with a Gun, and I don't know. I felt like whoever wrote the Watcher and whoever Ninja with the Gun, the Watcher's pen was better than the Ninja with the Gun.
What? What? DLC?
I said what I said.
Might have been Snoop.
But
Hey, Trip, put the gun down, kid.
But that's kind of one of the big things that's going to go into the reference of which one is more legendary, or whatever else Jules wants to go ahead and throw at us to try to fucking confuse us.
So mad that I kept it vague. Are you mad that I kept it vague?
Because it's
I made it vague for you, baby. Whatever way you want a hill, whatever hill. I like that hill. Let's go stand over there, sir.
Think about what his resource pool was when the Chronic first came out compared to what his resource pool was when the 2001 came out. You know what I mean? So the 2001 should be a way more polished, absolutely sounding album, and arguably probably one of the best follow-ups sophomore albums in hip hop.
Again, we're gonna ask the question, which is the more classic? Which is the more classic project?
I feel like the Watcher was, I don't know as much about mixing and mastering as the esteemed gentleman in the room, like Infamous and DJ Scandalous. But I just sonically, to my ear, it sounds better.
It would make sense. I mean, that logically would make sense. 1992 versus 2001. It's gonna sound different. It's gonna
It
sound
should.
different. The technology. By
Right.
this time, too, Dre. I mean, we'll get into it later. I don't want to give away too much in this first round, but you'll see that Dre is starting to kind of come into his own with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, we see what the math is in terms of round number one. I do want to mention one thing about The Watcher. I think it's a great first song
Yeah.
It is.
for
Dope
great.
song.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Totally gave the vibe of like what that project was going to be like, a different
Yeah.
sound as you guys have mentioned,
Mm-hmm.
but it still sounded very Dre still. It didn't give G-Funk because again, you're kind of, well, what you got, what's up?
Yeah.
It's kind of like, okay, oh, so we're not going there. Like, okay, what's all right. First, I mean, the original, if you're listening to the project and those who know, or those who don't know, you hear basically a hydraulic, you assume kind of a 6-4. That's what I imagine. And kind of like hopping, yeah, and doing its thing. Exhibit yelling out, yo, is that Dre? Oh, that's crazy, baby. They driving by, hitting switches, and then things just ain't the same for gangsters.
How many hip hop quotables came out of The Watcher too?
Oh
A
my
whole
gosh.
bunch.
A whole bunch. A whole bunch.
And I've heard DOC, DOC. I mean, I'm pretty sure it was DOC say his favorite Dre record is The Watcher, and making it fully like transparent, like an Eminem wrote that. Like it's like but the way I forgot who is it. It may not be DOC, but whoever mentioned this was like saying the way he channeled exactly the way he was kind of feeling to be like, check this
Things
out.
just ain't the same
And-
for gangsters.
And
One of the best lines is, I started this gangster shit.
and that's so important too.
The fucking
because
thanks I get.
when you said that just now, it's like being able to, when you're an artist, being able to channel that creativity over the track the right way. We've always mentioned it on this channel that a lot of people, a lot of MCs, I should say, they get beats and they just rhyme to the beat, and it may be on beat and the lyrics may be fine, but they don't channel to really feel what the beat is actually saying, what the loops is saying, what the melody is saying. It's night and day, in my opinion, when you're an artist like that.
I love
Absolutely.
it. We're gonna go ahead and wrap up round number one. Shout out to Nerd Chris. Congratulations, Nerd Chris. In the
Nerd
building,
Chris.
Nerd Chris. I mean, listen,
Gun
we
salute,
give
gun salute.
shout outs all night to everybody in the chat. We giving it up all night to everybody in the chat. Yo, matter of fact, we're gonna try something new for the chat. Put your city in the chat. We're gonna shout out your city, your town,
Okay.
your borough.
Oh,
Your
Okay.
you say your
Throw
trailer
your
park,
set in
whatever.
the air. Throw your set in the air,
Yeah, your
son.
trailer park, whatever. We shout it out.
Chill.
Yeah,
Hobo.
nigga.
We can't. Chill, Hobo. We trying to go big time, man. That's gonna cost too much. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
That's
Like,
gonna
yeah,
cost too much.
oh, it's true. We gotta talk about AdSense
Yeah.
later. It's a way to monetize for us. But listen, we're gonna go ahead and keep pushing it forward. We've been keeping track. Round number one, best Dr. Dre solo track off of each project. We put a Ninja with a Gun, which, by the way, fellas, I'm the only one who can't say it here. You guys are more than free to say whatever you want to say.
Try not to say that. sir.
Nah, try not to say. I try not to say that word.
I like
Come
it.
on,
Yeah,
man.
I like it. Let's try. Yeah, let's do it, mother truckers. Let's go. A ninja with a gun, a ninja with a bun. A ninja would have a bun, right? Maybe a ninja with a gun up against the Watcher. Again, we're talking about the best Dr. Dre solo track of each project. And while it wasn't one-sided, but it did, get swayed by one single vote. We are talking about a ninja with a gun taking home the win, meaning the Chronic. That's right, the first one, the 92 release, gets up on the scoreboard officially at the moment. They scored 1-0. We're gonna play music all evening. Like I said, it's gonna be an ill night. And again, it's Dr. Dre inspired, so the music's gonna be just right. We're gonna go ahead and talk.
Whoa.
Jules,
Oh.
would you care to know what the people in the chat room thought
Same
about
chat that
it?
I'm always bigging up. Yeah, you're right. We should find out their opinions on these matters. What was the voting results, DJ Hobo?
So the voting results were split down the middle, 50-50.
No
Fire.
shit. Oh shit.
Fire.
On the crack.
That's crazy. And be clear, a Ninja with a Gun is an album track, not a single.
Right.
Neither is The Watcher, though. But again, I think The Watcher is a little more specific because it's the first song you hear again on the project. You know what I'm saying? And the anticipation for both projects was pretty big, but the anticipation for the Chronic 2001, I was there for that. It was a big anticipation for that project.
Everybody was thinking that was going to be. Was that when everyone thought it was going to be Detox, or was that?
No,
No.
Detox wasn't mentioned yet. It was just the
it wasn't
fact.
a thought yet. Yeah.
It's just the fact that Dr. Dre was dropping another album after.
Yeah.
the
And,
drop.
and this is the
Yeah.
bootleg era, so it got bootlegged at the time. And I'm talking about
Is it?
physical.
I don't remember getting bootleg like
Oh
that.
no, trust me, my scan probably helped me out. Like I'm probably I used to have to go out and find bootlegs for my company and like try to report like again all this because at that point in time, physical copies were still the main bootleg. There was no electronic bootleg, right? So
Right.
Juice,
at
were
this
you
point
out
in
of
time, no,
were you
at
out
this
of
point in time they tried to they watermarked. No, at this
You
point in
out-
time they watermarked certain copies, and then they were trying to get bootlegs off the street to see if they could figure out like, oh, this came from, damn it, Triple C came from your office.
And or if you sold it before street date.
And which all they again they're still trying to figure out who did it so that they had it
Yeah.
available before
Yeah.
street because they were all
Were you
violated.
Now street turning over tables, Jules?
Yo, I was embarrassed to do it. They were making us do it. I even had Scan go inside the store at Harlem Music Hut. Shout out, rest in peace, my Harlem Music Hut. I was like, yo, go in there because they were definitely selling it. Even I though. That's how like we were trying to find a bootleg to play it in the car to keep looking for more bootlegs. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
So
that's
you
how
were
it
the
was.
labels. So you were the labels detective. Oh.
Oh,
Yeah,
Jules is a
I
narc.
was on the payroll. I'll be the
Man,
first.
Yeah.
Jules is a narc.
I'm a civilian. I'm a civilian. I don't make music. I don't make music. I'm a civilian. I don't make music. I don't fall to them rules. You know what I'm saying? I don't fall to them rules. You producers and sound people and shit. You know.
You ain't no cop, Jay Reed.
I ain't no cop,
Jay Reed.
Facts.
We're gonna move on to round number 2. Again, Dr. Dre is the topic. We're talking about the Chronic versus Chronic 2001 tonight, which is the more legendary project. Quick, Fast, No Gas. It was coming sooner or later. You knew it. No audible. I had it planned from the get-go. Quick, Fast, No Gas. We are talking about the singles round. Let's get that shit out the way. Okay. Biggest records on the project. Each project produced 3 singles each, except for the French version. Apparently, The Watcher was a single in France. So little hip hop trivia for you people out there like me that need to know dumb shit like that. And we're gonna go ahead and go through each one in order of release. That's right. So let's go ahead and start out with round number 1, level 1. Quick, Fast, No Gas, the singles battle. We're gonna start out with the biggest single off of each project. Go figure, were the lead singles. And we could talk about numbers later, even though Hobo doesn't like that conversation. In my world, it seemed to have mattered back in the day. But today, it don't matter. Let's go ahead and start with nothing but a G thing versus still DRE.
Oh.
Plastic versus plastic. You bastard.
1, 2, 3 into the 4. Snoop Doggy Dogg and Dr. Dre is at the door, ready to make an entrance, so back on up.
Cause you know we're about to rip shit up.
Give me the microphone first so I can bust like a bubble. Compton and Long Beach together, now you know you in trouble. Ain't nothing but a G thing, baby. Too low death niggas, so we're crazy. Death Row is the label that pays me. Unfadable, so please don't try to fake this. But back to the lecture at hand. Perfection is perfected, so I'ma let them understand from a young G's perspective. And before me dig on a bitch, I have to find a contraceptive. You never know, she could be earning her man and learning her man, and at the same time burning her man. Now you know I ain't with that shit, Lieutenant. Ain't no pussy good enough to get burned while I'm offended. And that's realer than real deal, Holyfield. And now you hookers and hoes know how I feel. Well, if it's good enough to get broke off a proper chunk, I take a small piece of some of that funky stuff. It's like this and like that and like this, and it's like that and like this and like that, and it's like this and like that and like this, and Drake creep to the mic like a fan.
Well, I'm peeping and I'm creeping and I'm creeping, but I damn near got caught, cause my beeper kept beeping. Now it's time for me to make my impression felt. So sit back, relax, and strap on your seatbelt. You've never been on a ride like this before, with a producer who can rap and control the maestro. At the same time with the dope rhyme that I kick, you know and I know I flow some old funky shit. To add to my collection, this selection symbolizes dope. Take a toke but don't choke. If you do, you have no clue of what me and my homie Snoop Dogg came to do. It's like this and like that and like this, and it's like that and like this and like that, and it's like this. And who gives a fuck about those?
So just chill to the next episode. Yeah, nigga, I'm still fucking with you. Still waters run deep. Still Snoop Dogg and DRE. Nah, 9, nigga.
Guess who's back?
Steve. You still doing that shit, Andre?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Check me out.
The same
Still
duo.
Dre Day, nigga. AK, nigga. Though I've grown a lot, can't keep it home a lot. Cause when I frequent the spots that I'm known to rock, you hear the bass from the truck when I'm on the block. Ladies, they pay homage, but haters say Dre fell off. How, nigga, my last album was The Chronic. They wanna know if he still got it. They say raps changed. They wanna know how I feel about
If
it.
you ain't up on things.
Dr. Dre is the name, I'm ahead of my game. Still puffin' my leaf, still fuck with the beats. Still not loving police. Still rock my khakis with a cuff and a crease. Still got love for the streets, reppin' 213. Still the beats bang, still doing my thing. Since I left, ain't too much change. Still,
I'm representing for them gangsters all across the world.
still,
Hitting them corners and them lolos, girl.
still taking my time to perfect the beat. And I still got love for the streets. It's the
I'm representing
DR.DRE.
for them gangsters all across the world.
Still,
Hitting them corners and them lolos, girl.
still taking my time to perfect the beat. And I still got love for the streets. It's the DR.DRE. Since the last time you heard from me, I lost some friends. Well, hell, me and Snoop, we dipping again. Kept my ear to the streets. Signed Eminem. He's triple platinum, doing 50 a week. Still, I stay close to the heat. And even when I was close to defeat, I rose to my feet. My life's like a soundtrack, I wrote to the beat. Treat rap like Cali weed, I smoke till I'm sleep. Wake up in the AM, compose a beat. I bring the fire till you're soaking in your seat. It's not a fluke, it's been tried, I'm the truth. Since turn out the lights from the world-class wrecking crew, I'm still at it, after mathematics. In the home of drive-bys and acmatics. Swap meets, sticky green and bad traffic. I dip through, then I give you the
I'm
DR.DRE.
representing for them gangsters all across the world.
Still,
Hitting them corners and them lolos, girl.
still taking my time to perfect the beat. And I still got love for the streets. It's the
I'm
DR.DRE.
representing for them gangsters all across the world.
Still,
Hitting them corners and them lolos, girl.
still taking my time to perfect the beat. And I still got love for the streets. It's the DR.DRE.
Ooh, I knew they mad in the chat. Mad in the comments. I know they mad in this very room right here. But listen,
Yo,
afterwards, nope, hold your breath. We can talk about it afterwards. We can get the vote out the way. We can talk. So let's just get the vote out the way so you can immediately talk about it. All right, before we move on to level 2. DJ Scandalous, who do you got? None but a G thing versus still DR.
Gotta go G thing.
Ooh, none but a G thing. Triple C, who do you got?
Classic one.
None,
The classic number one.
none but a G thing. There you go. Cool Breeze, who do you got?
As I'm looking at Ike crying, nothing but a G thing.
It's looking a certain kind of way right now. A certain kind of way. DJ Hobo, which way are you voting, sir?
I am going still Dre.
Oh, got one vote up on this side. Ike Infamous, which way are you voting, sir?
come on, ain't nothing but
Which one
a
do you
G
rather roll up
thing.
to? Which one would you rather? Let's give you.
You can't
I'll
say
give you a
that.
hill.
No.
I'll give you a
You
hill.
can't
Which
say-
one do you want to roll up
You
on?
can't say that because that's both of them, bro. Do you hear the way that you hear the production
Which
on both? of them?
album would you rather roll up on?
Listen,
That-
no,
is that
you,
easier?
Come on, you put
listen, no,
gas on
Roll
no.
up on, like,
No, you already fucking with my mind, man. Yo, I'm going G thing, B. G thing, man. You fucking with me, man. G thing.
Okay, listen, if you've been paying
Tough. It's a
attention,
tough round though.
level 1,
Yeah.
but the G thing takes the win over still DRE. Let's talk about it real quick before moving on to the next level. I mean, what do you guys think about that one? That's a fucking hard one right there.
I
dude.
mean, I'll make it real quick. So to me, G thing is what what gave the career life, right? Because we know NWA, we know that, but this is what I think put Dre in that new pocket of how we looked at him, especially out here in the East. When G thing came out, just the sound, the vibe of Cali, and of course being the East Coast heads, if you didn't go to Cali, this was kind of like your window into Cali lifestyle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we saw NWA, but this was like a little bit different from what that was. You know what I mean? And then just on top of that, just the production too, the way the sample again is just kind of interpolated, replayed with elements behind it. It's what set it off, and I got to give it to that, man.
Yeah, and just the sound, how big of a sound G thing was, and then for how big of a sound for still DRE to be, you know what I mean? And whether Dre writes his own lyrics or not, you still have to have a swag and a skill to you to spit those lyrics to be what they are. Because he's got so many hip hop quotables. There's so many hip hop quotables in those records, and obviously Snoop on G thing and shit like that. But when you listen to Still DRE, the swag on that record is fucking. If you do not, like I said, I've been out to LA maybe like twice in my life. You know what I mean? But like when you're out there and for somebody from New York and you play Still DRE out in LA, you're like, yeah, this is what the fuck it's supposed to be. This is everything I thought it was. Like the sun's out. Like
this is the soundtrack.
This is what I thought it was supposed to be, man. It's fucking amazing. Fucking amazing that he can have two of those.
I gotta keep it pushing. Again, thanks for all the feedback on that particular round. Again, very tough one. Let us know what you think in the comments. Like I said, this was not an easy round. Not an easy round, but we're talking about the biggest records off of both projects. Again, the singles. Let's go ahead and move on to level 2 of Quick, Fast, No Gas. Again, we just want your answers. No explanation why. We're gonna keep playing music. Level 2 consists of the second singles that came out. It's basically Dre's name all over everything, bro. All over it. So we're talking about Fuck with Dre Day going up against Forgot About Dre. Let's keep it going.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Know what I'm saying? Mr. Buster, where the fuck you at? Can't scrap a lick, so I know you got your dick on hard. From fucking your road dogs, the hood you threw up with, niggas you grew up with. Don't even respect your ass, that's why it's time for the doctor to check your ass, nigga. Used to be my homie, used to be my ace. Now I wanna slap the taste out your mouth, make it bow down to the road. Fucking me, now I'm fucking you, little hoe. Oh, don't think I forgot, let you slide. Let me ride, just another homicide. Yeah, it's me, so I'ma talk on. Stomping on the easiest streets that you can walk on. So strap on your Compton hat, your lokes, and watch your back, cause you might get smoked, low. And pass the bud, and stay low key, BG, cause you lost all your homies' love. Now call it what you want to. You fucked with me, now it's a must that I fuck with you. Yeah, that's what the fuck I'm talking about. We have your motherfucking record company surrounded. Put down the candy and let the little boy go. You know what I'm saying? Funk motherfucker.
With his first duo partner and with his new second duo partner.
Y'all know me, still the same OG, but I've been low-key. Hated on by most these niggas with no cheese, no deals and no G's, no wheels and no keys, no boats, no snowmobiles and no skis. Mad at me cause I can finally afford to provide my family with groceries. Got a crib with a studio and it's all full of tracks to add to the wall full of plaques. Hanging up in the office and back of my house like trophies. Did y'all think I'ma let my dough freeze? Hold please, you better bow down on both knees. Who you think taught you to smoke trees? Who you think brought you to ODs? Easy E's, Ice Cubes and DOCs, the Snoop D-O-double-G's, and the group that said motherfuck the police. Gave you a tape full of dope beats to bump when you stroll through in your hood. And when your album sales wasn't doing too good, who's the doc that he told you to go see? Y'all better listen up closely. All you niggas that said that I turn pop or the firm flop, y'all are the reason that Dre ain't been getting no sleep. So fuck y'all, all of y'all. If y'all don't like me, blow me. Y'all are gonna keep fucking around with me and turn me back to the old me.
Nowadays, everybody wanna talk like they got something to say, but nothing comes out when they move their lips. Just a bunch of gibberish, and motherfuckers act like they forgot about Dre. Nowadays, everybody wanna talk like they got something to say, but nothing comes out when they move their lips. Just a bunch of gibberish, and motherfuckers act like they forgot about Dre. So what?
There you go. Round number 2, level 2. Quick, Fast, No Gas. We're talking about which song is the better track. Again, you're talking about his, previous duo partner, and then with his new duo partner, Eminem. Again, he discovered both and gave life to both of their careers. Let's talk about it. Let's start backwards this time. Let's go with Ike Infamous. Who do you got?
Come on, man. It's still DRE. And I think it's disrespectful that you don't play the second verses on both of these records. Just saying.
I think it's more disrespectful that Still DRE was not the round that we just played. That was the previous round. So which record?
I'm talking about. I'm going with the classic, man. What was the name of the record? I started thinking all
What's
these. What's
the name of the classic record?
Yeah, I forgot, man.
Isn't that like a contradiction? Isn't that like a hip hop contradiction? Isn't that you not knowing?
I see what you're doing, Jules. I see what you're doing, man.
Deliberately named each song at the very beginning. So let me rephrase them both for you.
Please.
Okay.
Please.
We're talking about, again, the name Dre coming up in both songs. So Fuck with Dre Day versus Forget About Dre.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't want to curse. Dre Day.
Okay, F with Dre Day. Got you. There you go. DJ Hobo, who do you got?
It's also disrespectful that I was the last person to go and then you skipped me to go to Ike. But it's okay.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Damn.
Mandarin. He just wanted to bully me. He just wanted to bully me.
I'm just gonna say shout out to the homie DJ Mytar.
Mytar in the building.
What up, man?
I got to go with F with Dre on this one because that one is so filthy.
It's one of the early diss records that we can all recall with a video, no less. You know what I'm saying? Cool Breeze, who do you got?
F with Dre.
You too. Got it. Triple C.
Dre and Snoopy.
Dre and Snoopy. There's no love for the white boy. Okay, wait. DJ Scandalous, what's going on? You gonna go that route? Stick it to your gun?
Nah, I mean, I think Dre Day. I like Dre Day.
You like Dre Day as well?
Yeah, how come you ain't saying something to Trip, man?
About what?
He ain't said the proper name of the record.
I mean, at this point, you already, you know, when you add something to the dictionary on your phone, it goes add the incorrect word. Like that's you.
Oh, okay.
He gets to make that call. He gets to make that call as EP of the show. You know what I'm saying?
You're right. I'll take that out. My bad.
Save you the trouble and the paperwork. Just trying to save you the paperwork. We're gonna go ahead and keep it pushing. Again, the math is mathing, all right? There's one more round for Quick, Fast, No Gas because the music is that good and we want to keep hearing more music. But we see what it was. F with Dre Day takes home the win versus Forgot About Dre. Again, so Snoop kind of holding his position in terms of the classic duo, the original Batman and Robin, if you will, when it comes to Dre.
Damn, you just gonna skip Cool Breeze?
Did I not get Breeze's vote? I'm sorry.
No.
Oh, my bad. Cool Breeze.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Cool Breeze.
Yes.
The math was mathing regardless, but who did you have in that particular round?
Well, some people weren't paying attention because I already voted.
You did vote, right? Yeah, I was like, wait, I'm pretty sure I got everybody's vote.
My bad. Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Right? That's me hitting that button right now. Again, the math is mathing if you've been paying attention. But again, this is a really good round, really fun round because we're going to play a lot of singles. Again, we're playing single number 3 off of each project. Both of them dropped some bangers, dope visuals. This was a personal favorite of mine in terms of visuals were concerned. Because again, I think Hobo may mention earlier, this was again the introduction of hearing that. I mean, well, now witnessing the West Coast look. Right, it's one thing to hear it, then you get to see it. It's amazing. We're gonna go with single number 3, "Let Me Ride." You know what I'm saying? Featuring RBX and Jewel going up against The Next Episode. Let's go ahead and keep pushing.
Creeping down the back street on D's. I got my Glock cocked cause niggas want these. No soon as I said it, seems I got sweated by some nigga with a Tech 9 trying to take mine. You wanna make noise, make noise. I'll make a phone call, my niggas coming like the Gotti boys. Bodies being found on Greenleaf with the fucking heads cut off. Motherfucker, I'm Dre, so listen to the play-by-play, day by day. Rolling in my 4 with 16 switches. And got sounds for the bitches, clocking all the riches. Got the hollow points for the snitches. So won't you just walk on by, cause I'm too hard to lift. And no, this ain't Aerosmith, it's the motherfucking DRE from the CPT. On a riding spree, a straight G. Hop back as I pop my top, you trip. I let the hollow points commence to pop, 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 yeah. Cause if it don't stop, I have to put my shit in reverse. Go back and take another spot, cause I'm
Rolling in my 6-4.
with all the niggas saying, hell yeah. With all the niggas saying, hell yeah.
It's the motherfucking Eagle Double G.
Snoop Dogg.
You know I'm mobbing with the DRE.
Yeah. You know who's back up in this motherfucker. So blaze the weed up then. Blaze that shit up, nigga. Yeah. Sup, Snoop?
Top dog, light 'em off, nigga, burn this shit up. DP, GC, my nigga, turn that shit up. CPT, LBC, yeah, we hooking back up. And when they bang this in the club, baby, you got to get up. Thug niggas, drug dealers, yeah, they giving it up. Low life, yo life, boy, we living it up. Taking chances while we dancing in the party for sure. Slip my hoe a 44 when she got in the back door. Bitches looking at me strange, but you know I don't care. Step up in this motherfucker just to swing in my hair. Bitch, quit talking, quit walk if you're down with the sick. Take a bullet with some dick and take this dope on this jet. Out of town, put it down for the father of rap. And if your ass get cracked, bitch, shut your trap. Come back, get back, that's the part of success. If you believe in the ass, you'll be relieving your stress.
Woo, this shit is so
It's
good.
the motherfucker DRE.
I drive, motherfucker. Energy was crazy. The video was crazy. Again, Snoop and Dre proven to be a very, very powerful duo, as we know. So go ahead and ask the question real quick. We'll take the vote. You know, why not? We're here. Again, you're just paying attention, just tuning in, just finding out about us. Eats, Beats, and Rhymes presents Dr. Dre, the Chronic battle. We're talking about the Chronic versus the Chronic 2001. Currently in a quick episode of Quick Fast No Gas, we're asking about Let Me Ride going up against the next episode. So let's go ahead and start out with DJ Hobo. Who do you got between these two records?
Man, I know I can't give any
You were just singing the outro right now to this particular record.
I'm going next episode.
You are going next episode. We got one in for next episode. Who agrees? Who do you got?
Let Me Ride, man.
I go one each on each side right here. I give him his. Who do you got?
Let Me Ride.
Two on one side. DJ Scandalous. Who do you got?
Next episode.
Ooh, Triple C, you get the tie break it. What's going on? Who do you got?
Let Me Ride on a 405.
Look
Yes,
at this.
sir.
Triple C would have made a deciding factor. Again, it didn't matter if the math was mathing. Regardless, it was a sweep. Round number 2 was Quick, Fast, No Gas. That's where we take again some of the singles in this particular case. Quick round of that, come up with an ultimate winner, and it looks like it was a sweep. The Chronic taking home the win for Quick, Fast, No Gas. Do we want to talk about it real quick? I mean, there was a couple of, opinions when it came to the first round. I got to say his piece. Scandalous got to say his piece. Does anybody else want to talk about any of them? There was no love for M in this particular battle right here, this particular round. Next episode, I thought was going to at least take home that round, level 3. What do you guys think?
Only thing about next episode, I was upset that if you know where the original sample came from on the David Axelrod record,
Good.
there's that record is such a phenomenal. He was like, yo, that's when I found that record, I was like, that's all you used, and it's this big of a hit of a record. But I think also, like you just said, Eminem, I think like there's something particular with his voice on these records that a lot of people weren't too fond of, just like how different it sounded, vocal tonish, I guess the vocal tone compared to Dr. Dre. You know what I mean? But Let Me Ride, yeah, but Let Me Ride and F with Dre Day and all that, it's so classic. Like it's more legendary, your Mandarin ass. You know what I mean?
I feel like if I'm in my DJ bag, right, and I'm playing records, next episode is a way bigger song than Let Me Ride.
That's why I voted for it.
Way bigger song.
I like I said, even your reaction coming out of that record when I was playing it, again, it's everybody's sort of reaction. They're
way bigger song.
motherfucker. Like everybody's got this.
Well,
and the breakdown part too. You know, the breakdown part is the part that DJs be playing.
Yeah, because you think of the DJ, I'm talking about me and Dwayne listening to it.
Hell yeah.
That 92 was it was a great time period for you can't have the
Let Me Ride. I wanna agree with Triple C real quick. I remember walking down the hill from our high school and someone had a really clean system, which would have been, I'm not, the best.
Ooh,
whatever.
Okay.
But I thought it was a good system, and they were specifically playing Let Me Ride. And I had never heard and I played, this is the 90s. People had sound systems, and you hear people's shitty systems and everything. I had never heard a record sound so clean in my life. The bass lines were insane. Just from a car point of view, just going down the hill, and I was like, holy moly. And I just remember Let Me Ride. He was like the epitome of like, that's the sound I want to hear if I'm driving, like if I ever get a sound system in my car. It was like a Dre Chronic, specifically Let Me Ride song is my test record of like, let's See if this shit
You
is
know what,
right.
Jules? Though, so it's something that you guys just said right now to me, right? Where two things. I think Let Me Ride it's dope. It's a
Sure.
dope record. It's good riding music, right? And it's also the G Funk sound, right? So something with the 92 with the Chronic, right? So remember, it's 92 G Funk is in. You're hearing a lot of Moog bass lines, clavinets, those type of keyboards. But it's also drama music. I think for me, one of the things that you kind of point out is that Let Me Ride, we were kind of cruising around and you enjoyed the music where um it's escaping me now. What's the name of the other song real quick right now?
Next episode.
Next episode. So to me, that's the one where you're in the club, you're in the spot. Whether you're in there to party and find people or you're a DJ playing the record. So it's two different
Different
scenes.
vibe.
It's
Yeah.
two different vibes. You know what I mean? Both equally work because after you leave the club, you might put on Let Me Ride to go home, or you might put it on to go to the spot. You know what I mean? But it's two different vibes that have two different impacts with these records.
Yeah, and both of these songs had iconic videos that went with them.
Right.
It wasn't just
Right.
that these were dope records. I mean, and from like the video aspect and to where these two records are, man, it just highlights on how much he grew. Like you don't this is why the Chronic 2001 gets the recognition and the accolades that it does, because it's you don't do one album and then damn near 10 years later you come out with the second one and it sounds like this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
that's not supposed to happen. That's unheard of in hip hop, especially at that time. So I mean,
It was like
it's
7 years
so
later, by the way. It feels like it's a whole 10 years later, but it's 92 and 99 other releases.
so 7 years later, but that's unheard of for these two albums to have the impact that they have. You know what
And
I'm
all the
saying?
in
And
between, all that in between happened with like
and there's a lot, and you can see the growth on each record, just as we're going back through this now. Like you could see the growth on each record, on the single, on the production, where they're at, thinking about the single. Like Let Me Ride is what I thought Cali would be. You know, you go out there and you see all the cars cruising. And when I was out there one of the times, shout out to San Jose and the whole Oakland and Cali and the Bay Area. When you out there and I turn down the block and that's what I see 30, 40 cars doing, like holy shit. Like that's what it's a vibe. But then the next episode and you're out there partying in Cali, it's, you know, it's the same shit. It's just two different eras.
Can we talk about the grouping of Dre and Snoop versus Dre and M?
Oh, come on, man.
I like that. I like that whole the
I don't
original
think-
Batman Robin. Then
yeah.
then Batman went to get a different Robin, and it's like
I mean, I'll say this: that there's more Snoop and Dre records than there are Snoop and M records. I mean, together rapping. I mean, because it could be him ghostwriting for him on a record that he's not even on. But I think, yeah, I think everybody knows the original. And what's it? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I don't think the Eminem introduction was ever trying to do a replacement situation. It's more sort of the same method of introduction like they did with Snoop, because you saw who in terms of in order, like who's presented first at the Super Bowl when it came to Dre's performance. You know what I'm saying? It was like it's Dre, then it's Snoop.
Just Dre and Snoop's voice together over records just sound better together. And that's why it's not like M's versus stupid or corny on those records. It's just that his vocal tone is so different from Dre that it just pops and stand out more, you know?
My tar in the chat room has a question. I don't know if you guys. I don't know this person. He goes, anybody know if the next episode from 2001 is from the original Next Episode track that was listed but not on the Doggy Style album? So I'm assuming what he's saying is there was an album. I mean, there was a track called Next Episode that was supposed to appear on Doggy Style but then didn't. And he's wondering. I don't think so. That would have been that's a long gap time.
Mhm.
I'm not sure, but it is a long gap, yeah.
Yeah, between Doggy Style and 2001, and then on top of that, we all know Dre's turnout is something sort of like a la Prince. Like, I'm not gonna use some shit that I did like 3 weeks ago, let alone.
He's very
Years ago.
meticulous, man. Like
Yeah.
Dre, like I was saying earlier in the chat, like Dre was one of those guys that shout out to my man Al B, who was like one of my first mentors who
Al B, word, Al B.
taught me
Al B.
taught me things. He was a proponent from Dre because he's from Cali. So the meticulousness in as far as just spending weeks on just making drum kits or just working on snares and things. That was what we did back then. That's how I learned it. And that was, I learned it from Al B, and that's because he picked it up from, that's what Dre was doing. You know what I mean? So, it's one of those things, man, that you hear how all that stuff comes to be in the music, how it's made and everything crafted.
Well, there's no secret. Dre has definitely influenced a generation of sound peoples, hit producers. I mean, musicians of all types. I mean, he's crossed the barrier in all types of way. Let's keep moving because we have a bunch of music to play again. If you're just tuning in, Dr. Dre is the subject. We're talking about The Chronic versus 2001. That's right, his 2 solo albums that came out in the 90s. That's right, even though it's labeled 2001, it came out in the basically as I would call it, the fall of 99. Is November still fall? November 16th, 1999. So these are the 2 albums we're talking about. Currently in the lead is The Chronic, the original 92 release. So just giving you a heads up on that. Round number 3. I'm, I'm just coming up with titles again for rounds. I'm calling this the ladies round.
Oh God!
I'm saying this is about as in touch as these 2 albums get in touch for the ladies. So we're gonna go ahead and start out with 2 songs that deal with the subject matter of ladies. That's all the best I can come up with. So just bear with me. So let's go ahead and start out with a little something off The Chronic called the Witches Ain't Sweet, going up against what I'm saying, Pudge You off that 2001. Let's go ahead and set it off.
Bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. Bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. Lick on these nuts and suck the dick. Get the fuck out of here. Done the hops and my to make a quick run. Bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. Lick on these nuts and suck the dick. Get the fuck out of here. Done the hops and my to make a quick run.
I used to know a bitch named Mary Wright. We used to roll around and fuck the hoes at night. Tight than a motherfucker with the gangster beats. And we was ballin' on the motherfucking Compton streets. P. The shit got deep and it was out. Number 1 song after number 1 song. Long as my motherfucking pockets was fat. I didn't give a fuck where the bitch was at. But she was hanging with a white bitch doing the shit she do. Sucking on his dick just to get a buck or 2. And the few ends she got didn't mean nothing. Now she's suing, cause shit that she be doing ain't shit. Bitch can't hang with the street, she found herself show. So now she taking me to court. It's real conversation for your ass. So recognize and pass the day.
Now as I'm rolling with my nigga Dre in Eastwood, fucking hoes clocking dough up to no good. We flip flop and serve hoes like flapjack.
But we don't let him have
Bitch, and it's like that. This is what you look for in a hoe who got cash flow. You run up in them hoes and grab the cash and get your dash on. While you're chilling with your homies and shit. And how my niggas kick the anthem like this.
Bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. Lick on these nuts and suck the dick. Get the fuck out of here. Down the hops and my to make a quick run. To the step.
Hi, baby. I know you're under a lot of pressure you're working on, and I do understand. You have no idea how much I understand. But you also don't have any idea how much I love you. I love you so much. I think about you. I feel you in my heart. I miss you. I miss you terribly. I always wanted someone like you in my life. I love you so much. I do anything. I do anything to be a perfect woman for you.
I just wanna fuck bad bitches. For all them nights I never had bitches. Now I'm all up in that ass, bitches. Mad at your boyfriend, ain't you? You's a bad girl, gotta spank you. And gotta thank you for that head clinic. Explicit, hella photogenic. And tell your friends where the dick's at, where they can get hit and won't get back till they soulmate. Before you kiss them, use Colgate. She swallowed it. Yeah, the bitch took the whole 8 and ran with it. Then let mailman hit it and hitman hit it. Damn bitches, man, this is what I'm talking about. Chicken head, chicken fed with a dick in your mouth. Out and about with your nigga like it never took place. Next time you need a taste.
I just wanna fuck you. No touching and rubbing, girl. You got a husband who loves you. Don't need you all in mine. I just wanna fuck you. We can't be kissing and hugging, girl. You got a husband who loves you. You need to give him your quality time.
You gotta give him your quality. Can we just quickly shout out Devin the Dude?
Yes.
Devin the
Stand
dude,
out,
man.
stand out vocal, stand out artist. It was like, who is that?
That hook. The hook. He said, "You got a husband who loves you."
You don't need you all in mine.
You better give him that quality time.
Genius.
Don't give it to me. Give it to him, baby.
Over top notch production.
Right.
Like both of the records, the production on both of the records. That what's the name? I'm forgetting the name of the first record right now.
Witches Ain't Sweet.
Witches Ain't Sweet. When you, if you were to take the lyrics off both of those records and just listen to the production, like, yo, I got this record, you want to, like, oh, you would not think that it was going to be a broad song or something going towards women.
I got to chime in real quick before anybody says we just got rated, right?
Yeah.
We just got rated.
Shout out to Kev Brown, man. What up? What up,
Kev
man?
Brown show.
Shout out.
Kev, thanks for the raid. Appreciate you, man.
Yo, check this out, Kev Brown show, and everybody in the room. Quick question. We just did a round. I'm gonna play the music over real quick, just because we got a new audience of people in here real quick. We're talking about Dr. Dre. Hear me out. The Chronic versus the Chronic 2001. You just caught us at the ladies round, as we're calling it. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about
baby oil round.
Yeah, the baby oil round. You know what I'm saying?
No, Diddy. We're gonna take that out of there, man. Nah.
Hey, Triple C threw it on the prompter, and I read it.
Shut your goddamn ass up.
Yeah, shut your ass up, Triple C.
Listen, come in the house and Triple C don't know how to act. I don't know.
Cut that bitch off.
These witches ain't hit versus fudge you. If you can read between the lines, bitch. Fuck it, bitches ain't shit versus fuck you. Let's go.
Bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. Bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. Lick on these nuts and suck the dick. Get the fuck out of here. Then I hops in my feet to make a quick run. Bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. Lick on these nuts and suck the dick. Get the fuck out of here. Then I hops in my feet to make a quick run.
I used to know a bitch named Mary Wright. We used to roll around and fuck the hoes at night. Tight than a motherfucker with the gangster beats. And we was ballin' on the motherfucking Compton Street.
On an easy, super hard, dude.
Hey, the shit got deep and it was on. Number one song after number one song. Long as my motherfucking pockets was fat. I didn't give a fuck where the bitch was at. But she was hanging with a white bitch doing the shit she do. Sucking on his dick just to get a buck or two. And the few ends she got didn't mean nothing. Now she's suing, cause shit that she be doing ain't shit. Bitch can't hang with the street, she found herself show. So now she taking me to court. It's real conversation for your ass. So recognize and pass the day.
Now as I'm rolling with my nigga Dre in Eastwood, fucking hoes clocking dough up to no good. We flip flop and serve hoes like flapjack.
But we don't let them have
Bitch, and it's like that. This is what you look for in a hoe who got cash flow. You run up in them hoes and grab the cash and get your dash on. While you're chilling with your homies and shit. And how my niggas kick the anthem like this.
Bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. Lick on these nuts and suck the dick. Get the fuck out of here. Tell them that I hops in my feet to make a quick run.
I think about you, I feel you in my heart. I miss you terribly. I just always wanted someone like you in my life. I love you so much. I'd do anything.
We can vote in the chat when we got the vote up.
Anything.
We got the voting booth up.
Be a perfect woman for you.
Fuck you.
I just wanna fuck bad bitches. For all them nights I never had bitches. Now I'm all up in that ass, bitches. Mad at your boyfriend, ain't you? You's a bad girl, gotta spank you. And gotta thank you for that head clinic. Explicit, hella photogenic. And tell your friends where the dick's at, where they can get hit and won't get back to they soulmate. Before you kiss them, use Colgate. She swallowed it, yeah, the bitch took the whole 8 and ran with it. Then let mailman hit it, and hitman hit it. Damn bitches, man, this is what I'm talking about. Chicken head, chicken fed with a dick in your mouth. Out and about with your nigga like it never took place. Next time you need a taste.
I just wanna fuck you. No touching and rubbing, girl. You got a husband who loves you. Don't need you all in mine. I just wanna fuck you. We can't be kissing and hugging, girl. You got a husband who loves you. You need to give him your quality time.
Again, you got to give him your quality time. He'll dismiss him.
Carl Thomas record, son.
That's
They-
right.
Carl Thomas status and emotional right
yeah,
there.
that is a Carl Thomas. That is Carl Thomas style.
No, that's what Carl Thomas wanted to be.
That's what
Oh yeah,
And
you know
then-
what? You're right. My bad. You are right.
That's
you
what
are right.
he wanted to be, and then he ended up
with the
walking past the store.
sweater.
Yeah,
He
with
was
the
mad his
sweater, walking
girlfriend had
past
his
the
He ended
store.
up walking
Rain.
with the backless turtleneck. That's why he ended up feeling
He
so
was mad
emotional.
as he was mad. His girlfriend had a husband, bro.
Yo,
she got a
how you
husband.
mad your
dog.
girl got a husband and kids?
and kids. She gotta go home, bro. What
And
you
she
doing?
said, I gotta go home.
So what you're saying is Carl Thomas. What you're saying is. What you're saying is Carl Thomas was singing this to himself in the mirror, huh?
Beating himself up, punching himself.
Beating himself up.
Summer rain
in a warm room.
Listen, let's stick to the topic at hand. Shout out to everybody that rated us in the room right here. Listen, we're talking about Dr. Dre, The Chronic versus 2001. Dr. Dre's first studio solo album versus his second studio album. 7-year gap in between those. Technically, both of these are 90s projects, if you weren't paying attention. We do 5 rounds per episode. We currently on round number 3. First 2 rounds went to The Chronic. We're trying to see if things change up over here on this particular record. So let's go ahead and start with it. We're talking about, the voting booth in the chat room. Make sure you leave it. Make sure you leave it in the comment section. Eats, Beats, and Rhymes is the channel. Please follow us. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. So what's up? The Witches Ain't Ish, you know what I'm saying, versus Fudge You. Who do you got? I'm starting with DJ Hobo. Let's go with you, sir. Which of these 2 records, the ladies round as we're calling it. the emotional
The
round.
emotional Carl Thomas round.
Damn.
I got. Oh man. Shit. I gotta go. You know what? I'm gonna buck the trend. I'm gonna go with Just Wanna Fudge You.
I like, okay. Keeping it real right here. I like that. DJ Ho putting that for Fudge You. Again, I gotta think, I'm assuming, by the way, again, for those just joining us a little late, we were giving Devin to do this flowers. Original voice, original flow, the melody, the message in the hook, like it was just, I had never heard nothing like that before. It was definitely the first time I ever heard of Devin the Dude. If you ever heard of Devin the Dude before 2001, leave it in the chat. I had never heard of him, but I knew he's from the South, obviously. We figured that out. Ended up signing him to Rap A Lot, which I think he was already Rap A Lot even at that point in time, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
I was just never knew. I never knew. Again, Dre put us on, or at least put me on. Is that your reasoning for bringing up FU as the win?
Nah, man. I mean, as dope as the Bitches Ain't Shit is.
Classic too, by the way.
It's a classic record, dope verses. I just like the beat and the funkiness of Fudge You. Like that beat, like I think Ike said it, like just that beat is so
Yeah, it's crazy that's a party song.
Yeah.
Even though Mr. September said like you want to end a party, this is a song that you play to end a party. But like when you think about it, like it's such a party vibe of a record. And when you really listen to it, he's like, oh wait. Oh.
Again, if you're in the chat, make sure you leave your vote in there. Like I said, we want to know which one you're feeling more.
Dre is in the pocket, man. The voting is over.
Okay. Well, so we gonna get to the results of that in a second. Triple C, which one of these 2 records are you voting for?
Yeah, I gotta go with FU.
You going FU as well? He likes that bounce. I can tell. Triple C putting his vote down. DJ Scanless, which these 2 votes are you going for?
FU, man.
You too. I see what's going on. There's usually a trend that happens around here. People following each other. I gotta go to the restroom. I gotta go to the restroom too. Everybody want to go to the restroom at the same time. Ike Infamous, Street FM representative, Long Island's best DJ on the panel. Who do you got, sir?
Yo, bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. Yeah, that beat is phenomenal. And I mean, like,
who hurt you, sir? Who hurt you, sir?
I was just about to say, if you're feeling down and you're feeling mad at a chick and you want a breakup song or something, you put this one on and put your chucks on and go out and have a good time, man. And then you
man,
play
true.
the Fudge You when you get to the club.
Yeah, when you come back, you know. Somebody got to go to work tonight, and her husband need quality time. So,
even Third Eye Assassin is asking, he's like, yo, did FU really pop off on the East Coast? I'm like, yeah, no,
Yes,
that entire album.
absolutely,
The
yes,
entire album. But
absolutely.
yes, that song, absolutely. Again, it was Devin the Dude. We were all like,
yeah,
who is this dude? Like, again, I was like that. Like, who is this dude? It's so clever. It's easy. But it was fly. It was just like, yo, what is this? Like, and then you see his career flourish down the line, and he worked with a lot of dope producers and artists, and
he's very unique. Devin the Dude is very unique. He's very unique. His voice is very unique. He has like this ill, singy, songy, rappy story kind of vibe, but it's so
It's
unique
distinct.
that's what makes it dope, man.
Very distinct. You're not confusing him. Like I hear his voice. I'm like, that's Devin the Dude. Like I will know off the bat. You know what I'm saying?
Drake's
So,
one to be him.
Interesting. We're again wrapping up some votes here. We got Ike putting the only vote down right now for bitches ain't shit. I keep trying to we got Ike's, Hobos, Trip, Scan. Who's left?
Cool Breeze.
Go ahead, Cool Breeze. Speak on it.
with the bitches ain't shit joint. I like the way they put the Queensbridge joint in the background.
You hear that, right? You hear that Queens representation, right?
Yeah.
I didn't want to fall.
It's a heavily Queens influenced beat.
you hear the roots of hip hop.
We can't even have a West Coast episode without somebody trying to bring fucking Queens into it.
It's in the beat.
Agreed.
You can hear it.
Agreed. Max takes the part out when we do the edit and just stick to the Queens portion of it.
I mean, Jules, you can put it on and you can play the song and then play the beat and you can hear it in there. But
I think we can do stems nowadays, can we? Can we dissect this? We could figure this out.
Yeah, you can do stem.
Figure this out.
You know what? For this one, I really like both, but I'm gonna go with I Just Want to Fuck You. Why not?
Oh,
Breeze wants to shake the house.
Straight dirty. Listen, to everybody joining us in the chat and everybody joining us at home, we appreciate y'all. Eats, Beats, and Rhymes presents DR.DRE, The Chronic versus Chronic 2001. We're currently on round number 3. The Chronic is currently in the lead with a score of 2-0. We're wrapping up round number 3. The vote, matter of fact, before we give our vote, DJ Hobo, what were the results in the voting booth, if you don't mind letting us know, between Witches Ain't Ish, whatever, versus FU? Who did they have? Who do you got?
So the voting was, since we got rated, was who did they like, which album they like better, not that particular song selection that we were in.
Fair enough. I like the vote. Fair enough.
It was The Chronic, 67%.
The Chronic in 92.
Yes.
Oh snap! The original. To set it off.
Yes. Big up to Kev Brown, man, for the raid. I just gotta
Kev Brown, big time.
That's a DC legend right there, man. Some banging beats.
That
was like the Kev Brown, the producer. Oh, I just thought it was coincidence. Like, I know who Kev Brown is.
He is so dope. He is such a phenomenal producer, man. Shout out to him.
Yeah,
Such a fan.
We're very familiar with Kevin.
Yeah, absolutely.
You might have an episode of yours dedicated here sooner or later.
We could definitely do that.
We could definitely find. Again, we do a versus style battle of producers. Don't be offended, but we mean it all.
We could do that.
We just want to celebrate a bunch of your tracks. Anyway, let's stick to the topic at hand. Shout out Kev Brown all day though. Listen, for the first time in tonight's battle, like I said, Chronic 2001 gets the vote for round number 3 in terms of everybody almost, except for Ike Infamous. But again, large amount of people in this room went the opposite direction. Well, again, the vote was different in the chat, but for this particular round, FU takes home the win, putting the Chronic 2001 on the board. Currently 2-1. The Chronic is in the lead in a 5-round battle. So if you're keeping track, and keeping score right now, that means it's currently 2-1. 2 more rounds to go. Let's see what happens. Y'all joining us at just the right time. Shout out to the Kev Brown raid, because we have a little segment that we like to run around here called Quick, Fast, No Gas.
We got another one?
That's right. Another clip. That's right. We play nothing but music for the next few minutes. And again, we try to figure out which are the hottest songs to go up against each other. This is what I like to call the best features round. Dr. Dre is notorious for just having a bunch of new talent on a bunch of tracks, and we have to figure out who's these new guys, who are this. So put yourself in that time and space when we had records like These Nuts.
Hey.
Going up, hey, no pause. This is the name of the song. These
Hey,
Nuts.
yo, what the fuck?
Going up against What's the Difference? Let's go ahead and start things out. Let me know in the chat if you want to get a vote up. I don't know if we could do it quick, fast. It's a little too fast for this, but let us know which are your favorite album tracks. Or who got the better album tracks? The Chronic of 2001. Let's start out with These Nuts. Yes, I'm letting the intro play.
We call this old bitch. Take this bitch down.
It has anything to do with Ed's disappearance?
Nothing. What you doing?
Man, just kicking it.
Are y'all done?
Thank you.
Nah, what you gonna do today?
For destroying that letter.
Take out my clothes for the cleaning. I ain't gonna get my nails done.
See.
Why? What's up?
Hey, did what's your name get at you yesterday?
Who?
These nuts.
Oh, shut up, nigga.
But I want to ask you one question. If I had some nuts hanging on the wall, what would I have, honey? I said, darling, you have some walnuts. She said, well, Daddy, if I had some nuts on my chest, would those be chestnuts? I said, hell yeah. She said, well, Daddy, if I had nuts under my chin, would those be chin nuts? I said, hell no, didn't you have a dick in your mouth?
Chicky check, microphone check. One.
Chicky check,
microphone check. Two.
Chicky check,
microphone check. Three.
Check game from the notorious Compton G.
Back with some shit that got the bump. As you pull up in the park, you pop your trunk. Just a fossil like a motherfucker clowning and shit. Got your Danas on your hoopty and your fly ass bitch. Throw off, show off, I'll take that home. If she proper, I'ma pop up, a whole hop up. It's back on track. With big money, big nuts, and a big fat chronic sack.
So dash, step up on their ass and give these motherfuckers a blast from the past.
Diggity jazz out of the cut with some shit that I wrote with my nigga DRE, so you know I must be dope, but rat-tat-tat-tat that ass. Starting static with Drake, make way for the AK that I bring as I slang like Cappy. Not from crisscross, but they call me Mac Daddy. Hattie, not known about the city I'm from. Long Beach, tic-tac, grab your gap, watch your back, your right come. Stomping in my khaki suit, Big G from the hood, kid from Eastwood. Goddamn, I ripped up, flipped up, and skipped up on top of things as they swing towards my ding-a-ling.
But could you raise up off this nuts? Cause Dr. Dre's about to rizz that shit up. Chicky check,
microphone check. One.
Chicky check,
microphone check. Two.
Chicky check,
microphone check. Three.
You're tuned to the sounds of the DRE.
Now
What's the difference? Up against These Nuts. Let us know what you think in the chat.
What's the difference between me and you?
Hold up in the chat. What's the difference between These Nuts?
What's the difference between me and you?
Back when Q was rolling with Lorenzo in a Benzo, I was banging with a gang of instrumentals. Got the pens and pencils, got down to business. But sometimes the business end of this shit can turn your friends against you. But you was a real nigga, I could sense it in you. I still remember the window of the car that you went through. That's fucked up, but I'll never forget the shit we've been through. And I'ma do whatever it takes to convince you. Cause you my nigga, Doc, and easy, I'm still with you. Fuck the beef, nigga, I miss you. And that's just being real with you. You see, the truth is, everybody wanna know how close me and Snoop is, and who I'm still cool with. Then I got these fake ass niggas I first blew with, claiming they non-violent, talking like they spit venom in interviews, speaking on reunions, move units, then talk shit, and we can do this. Until then, I ain't even speaking your name. Just keep my name out of your mouth, and we can keep it the same, nigga. It ain't that I'm too big to listen to the rumors, it's just that I'm too damn big to pay attention to them. That's the difference.
What's the difference between me and you? You talk a good one, but you don't do what you're supposed to do. I act on what I feel and never deal with emotions. I'm used to living big dog style with straight coasting. What's the difference between me and you? You talk a good one, but you don't do what you're supposed to do. I act on what I feel and never deal with emotions. I'm used to living big dog style with straight coasting. Yo, I stay.
Go exhibit on that track as well, and Eminem. Again, we're talking best features round. Let's go ahead and talk about it. We got a few more rounds to go. Which of these two records is the standout track to you guys? I'm gonna start with man Cool Breeze. Who do you got, bro?
Ah, man. What's the difference?
What's the difference featuring Exhibit and Eminem? Triple C, you're on mute. Who do you got?
What's the difference? Strictly because of X.
Are you X stood out to you? Okay,
Yeah.
okay. For me, again, I was still an Eminem fan at that time. DJ Scanless. Who do you got?
What's the difference?
You 2, 3. See what the math is math, and Ike Infamous. What are you doing?
Rest in peace, my man Fred. I'm gonna go with the difference. He repeatedly said that Exhibit verse.
Oh, you do another Exhibit standout. Okay,
yeah.
DJ Hobo, you feeling the same way?
No, I'm going these nuts, man.
Why is that?
I mean, that beat is so funky and just nasty and
that
dirty.
Intro is classic. The intro alone for me would make me vote for that.
Love that record.
Alone is crazy.
Love that record.
Yo, shout out to Dolomite, man. Rudy Ray Moore, shout out to him. But just that bass line and the way that came together for me. And that I know I'm giving too much gas right now, but what's the difference? Sound a little too Eminem-ish for me.
Oh, 1,000%. 1,000%. It wouldn't be a song that I was gonna vote for these nuts, but just when I started listening to the record, I started thinking about when rest in peace, like I said, rest in peace, Fred, man, and like he loved that. He was, God, play my shit one more time, man. What's the difference?
Exhibit's the man right there.
Yeah.
Exhibit and Dr. Dre is another good combination right there. That always came out pretty good. So again, we are wrapping up the first level of Quick Fast No Gas. We'll talk about records a little more after we're done with this. It was D's Nuts versus What's the Difference? What's the Difference? Taking home the win on that. Let's keep pushing to the next round.
Oh, the result.
No, there's no voting.
No, I did give one up. I got one up. Pause.
Oh, snaps. What was the results? What did the chat think?
What's the difference?
Oh, they're on the same page as us. Okay. I think, again, you let me know. I'm keep an eye on me when we play the next one. Again, this is the best features round, right? So like I said, I want to make sure we play some features and not just kind of cap them off. But again, we got a nice little audience in here, so we go ahead and maybe play a little more music more than usual. So you guys let me know if I need to cut it off or not. But let's go to the next portion of Quick Fast No Gas best features round. Hope see if you can get this one up as well. It'd be dope if we can find out what's going on. We're gonna go with man, I love this record right here. You're talking about Stranded on Death Row versus Explosive. Too many features to mention. Let's see how many we can cram into this round right here. Let's go. Stranded on Death Row off of Death Row Records. The Chronic, DR.DRE.
Yes. It
and
is
Bush was Bill out of nowhere.
And all who agree are more than three because they're weak. Yes.
Yo, I'm in the house now for sure. Because I want to talk about the hearts of men. Who knows what evil lurks within them? But let's take a travel down the blind side and see what we find down this path called
Stranded on death row. So duck when I swing my shit. I get rugged like raw head wrecks with fat tracks that fits the gangster type. When I recite, kinda lethal. Niggas know the flow that I kick, there's no equal. I'm murdering niggas, yo, and maybe because of the tone I kicks when I grip the mic and kick shit niggas can't fuck with. So remember, I go hardcore and slam, love respect like a sensei. Whoop ass like Van Damme. So any nigga that claim they bossin', why don't you bring your ass on over to Crenshaw Slauson? Take a walk through the hood, where we up to no good, slanging them things like a real OG should. I'm stacking and macking and packing a tin, so when you're slipping, I slip the clipping, but ain't no set tripping. Cause this death row rolling like the mafia. Think about whooping some ass, but what the fuck stopping you? Ain't Nathan but a buster. I'm stranded on death row from pumping slugs and motherfuckers. Now you know you're outdone. Throw the shotgun, corrupt inmate, cell block 1.
No prevention from this lynching of sorts. You're a victim from my drive-by of thoughts. No extensions. All attempts are to fail. Blinded by the light, it's time you learn trail from a lunatic. I'm deaf like arsenic. When I kick a wicked batch, Dr. Dre will kick the scratch. With treachery, my literary form will blast and totally surpass the norm. Not a storm, plural, make it many storms when I'm vexed. I fight leg, necks, and arms. In this dimension, I'm the presenter and the inventor and the tormentor. The range like the hillside strangler, MC mangler, tough like Strangler. I write a rhyme, hard as concrete. Step to the heat and get burned like mesquite. So what you wanna do? The narrator RBX, cell block 2.
Rage, lyrical murderer, stranded on death row, and now I'm serving a lifetime sentence. There'll be no repentance, since it's the life that I choose to lead. I plead guilty on all counts that the ball bounced where it may. It's just another clip into my AK. Rock 'em down with my underground tactics. Facts and stats are clipped on my mattress. Bed frame, there's another dead dame laying lame. Put to shame, who's to blame? Me, the lady of rage, a woman coming from the DEATH and ROW taking no shit. So flip and you're bound to get dropped. It's 187, no motherfuckers don't stop. Handcuffed as I bust, there'll be no debate. It's rage from cell block gate.
Hey, yo. Oh, I don't know. Is it fair? Hitman, 6'2", Nate Dogg, rest in peace.
Explosive. West Coast shit, my niggerish ways attract girls that used to turn they back, causing me to yank they arm and pose like I would do them all. Now I'm saying thank you cause they tell me my shit's the bomb. Explosive.
That's featured around.
For my niggas drinking cognac, smoking weed, always pack more than one firearm, chrome rims, right on. Chronic in your system, let me know. My shit's the bomb. Explosive.
West Coast shit, nigga. Overdosage, imperial pistols, ferocious. Fuck a bitch. Don't tease, bitch. Strip tease, bitch. Eat a bowl of these, bitch. Gobble a dick. Host forgot to eat a dick and shut the fuck up. Gargle and swallow a nut up. Shut up and get my cash. Backhanded. Pimp slap backwards and left stranded. Just pop your collar. Pimp convention hoes for $1. 6 deuce in the plush, 6 deuce in Impala. Pimping hoes from Texas to Guatemala. Bitch niggas pay for hoes. Just to lay with hoes. Relax one night and pay to stay with hoes. Captain save them all day. Well say this dick, bitch nigga. You more of a bitch than a bitch. You ain't into hitting pussy or hitting the switch. You into hitting bitches off of the grip, you punk bitch.
All my real dogs still kicking with me. All my down hoes still tricking with
R.I.P.
me.
Nate Dogg.
All the true gangsters know Nate ain't never loved no hoe. All the hood rats still shake it for me. All my true fans still check it for me. All the real smokers know Nate ain't passing nothing but dope and D. Real trees, chronic leaves, no seeds. When I met you last night, baby, before I blew your mind, blew your mind. I thought we had a chance, lady. No more. Now that I'm sober, you ain't that fine. Don't wanna treat you wrong. Don't wanna lead you on. Here, baby, hit the bomb while the West Coast rolls along. While we still making gangsta hits, you'll be still jocking gangsta dicks. Damn girl, you think you're slick. Somebody better get this big.
I got these freaky hoes. Can't, there's too many people. There's so many features on both records. I had to call it.
Damn, man. Nate Dogg.
Nate Dogg, one of the flyest verses he ever left us with.
Yo, he's the hip hop Barry White.
Yo, for real.
I got these freaky hoes clapping their hands, stomping their feet.
I wanted to let it play. I wanted to let it play. If they say it in the chat, if I get 5 let it plays in the chat, I'll let it play. I just need 5. You know what I'm saying? You give me 5 let it plays in the chat, different people, I'll let it play. But let's talk about it. Quick, fast, no gas while they vote. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it going. We're talking about Stranded on Death Row, a personal favorite of mine off that album, because it showcased everybody's lyrical Ginsu knives at a time when it was like, again, you're not supposed to care because you're like, who are these people? But they were like so dope that it was like, there's a girl there too. Like, what the hell? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, there's a girl. Like, what the hell?
I know you didn't ask me yet, and I don't care.
Yeah, it was crazy. And then you got Explosive, which again,
Out to Rage, Big Virginia in the building, all day long. I'm choosing that shit 10 out of 10 times. I don't care.
Oh, Hobo. So, okay, so let's start with Hobo first. Hobo, so again, just clarify. You're going Stranded on Death Row, correct?
More fire, more gunshots.
I can't finish. Which way you going? I can finish.
I gotta go Explosive, man.
Going Explosive. You did Scandalous. Which way you voting?
Gotta go Explosive.
Explosive as well. Triple C. Which way you going?
Explosive.
Oh snap! We see the math already. But Cool Breeze. Which way you going?
Explosive, sir.
I'll stand by myself. I don't give a I'm with that shit all day long.
Listen, the math is mathing. If you haven't paying attention, there's 3 levels to this quick, fast, no gas. If you're paying attention, there's no way that there could be a different result by the next round. But we're gonna go ahead and play it anyway because shout out to everybody in the chat that's joining us. Eats, Beats, and Rhymes. Please follow us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram. Eats, Beats, and Rhymes. Check out the merch. Like I said, we never had this big array before. We appreciate y'all in here. Like I said, so we're just gonna keep playing some more music throughout the evening. Let's go to level 3 of what is Quick, Fast, No Gas. The best features portion of the album. Again, round number 4, I would have basically played level 3 here, which would have been, again, I gotta watch how I phrase this joint, because again, they didn't make it easy. This was the day the ninjas took over versus Big Egos. Again, let's time to hurt somebody kind of records. Let's go.
Now I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna end mine. If you ain't down for the Africans here in the United States, period, point blank, if you ain't down for the ones that suffer in South Africa from apartheid and shit, damn it, you need to step your punk ass to the side and let us brothers and us Africans step in and start putting some foot in that ass.
Break 'em off some, 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 break 'em off some. I got my finger on the trigger, so niggas wonder why we're living in the city, it's do or die. I got my finger on the trigger, so niggas wonder why we're living in the city, it's do or die.
Then when the women belly, them don't really understand the reason why they take me long and me on hand. Me not out for peace and me not Rodney King. Me gun goes click, me gun goes bang. Them rioting in Compton and them rioting in Long Beach. Them rioting in LA cause them don't really wanna see. Niggas start to loot and police start to shoot like a done at 7 o'clock. Barricaded like Beirut. Me don't show no love cause it's us against them. Them never ever love me cause it's born to rebel and kill at my own risk. If I may delay to spray with my AK and put them to rest.
Yeah, we have the riots, rioting, well I don't want to say rioting, but there's a looting downtown. But right now, Maria, what I want to show you is they have started fires down at the end of the street.
How many niggas are ready to lose?
Yeah, so what you wanna do? What you wanna do?
I said, how many niggas are ready to lose?
Got myself a Uzi and my brother a 9.
That's what they told us today. In other words, you still a slave. No matter how much money you got, you still ain't shit.
Sitting in my living room, calm and collective, feeling that gotta get my perspective. Cause what I just heard broke me in half, and half the niggas I know, plus the niggas on the road is belling. Laugh now, but cry much later. You see, when niggas get together, they get mad cause they can't fade us. Like my niggas from South Central Los Angeles, they found that they couldn't handle us. Bloods, Crips on the same squad, with the essays up, and nigga, it's time to rob and mob and break the white man off something lovely. I don't love them, so them can't love me. Yo, straight putting it down, getting my scoot on. It's jumping off in Compton, so I got to get my loot on and come up on me some furniture, something. Got a VCR in the back of my car that I ganked from the sloths and swap me. And motherfuckers better not try to stop me, cause they will see that I can't be stopped. Cause I'ma cock my Glock and pop till they all drop.
Los Angeles approach control, this is Cessna 0281 Echo 119.3, over. Cessna 81 Echo, Los Angeles approach control, roger. Cessna 81 Echo is over the Compton Airport, 52 at 5000, requesting a ground controlled approach to the Los Angeles Airport, over. 81 Echo, Los Angeles approach control, roger. Radar identification, turn right heading 030.
Got more class than most of them, ran with the best of them, forgave the less of them and blazed at the rest of them. What can I say, California, I ain't. When niggas die every day over some shit they say, disconnected from the streets forever. As long as I got a Beretta, nigga, I'm down for whatever. I roll with my shit off safety, for niggas that been hating me lately and the bitches that wanna break me. If Cali blew up, I'd be in the aftermath, bumping gangsta rap shit down the blast for cash. Cause from Eazy-E to DOC to DPG, started from that SOB, DRE, like Dub C, I'm rich rolling, pistol holding, pocket swole, nigga, that's how I'm rolling. Put the flame to the killer, nigga. Worldwide homicide mob figure in the building, for real. I'm hitting hitting switches, making bitches eat bitches. See me grab my dick every time I pose for pictures. I own acres, floor seats watching the Lakers. I'm cool with SAs who got AKs and cases.
Dedicated to all of those with big egos. Never faking, we get the dough and live legal. Haters, we sip them out and yank the heezos. Niggas play this in they roses, jeeps, and regos. Dedicated to all of those with big egos. Never faking, we get the dough and live legal. Haters, we sip them out and yank the heezos. Bitches play this in they vintage jeeps and geos.
I bust with Mr. Tuffy, slash a smoothie doobie, crash and flex on Tuesdays, harassing hoes at movies, passing by with Uzis. Say, who you aiming at? That shady bitch and that bitch nigga that was claiming that rat-a-tat-tat. I don't sympathize for whack hoes and wimpy guys. You got to recognize that man is an enterprise. Cali pride, Bronx rider, South centralized. The Henny got me energized. Smoking guys trying to focus on minds. Poke their eyes out. I'm LA's locust. Hope they don't have to find out the hard way. Like snitch niggas in the pen to get hit when the guards look the other way. We hitting hard, hit man and Dre. You playing games. I suggest you know the rules. We putting guns to fools. Make you run your jewels. Take your honey and cruise to the snooty and snooze. Cop booze, pop hoochie to the nut oozes. You shouldn't fuck with crews this sick. Aftermath is we rude shit. I'm big hit. Don't confuse me with no other about the blow, motherfucker.
Woo, Hitman. Whatever happened to him? Should have had a shot. So that's basically what the last round would have been right there. I'm gonna ask you guys real quickly to get through this because I definitely want to talk about some of these records we just played. Quick, fast, no gas. The best features round, 3 different levels. That was the day the Ninjas took over versus Big Egos. Let's start with Scan. Which of these two records would you go with?
I'm going Big Egos.
You're going Big Ego, so you're going Chronic 2001 on this one. Okay. Triple C, which one are you going with?
Also Big Eagles.
2001 for you. Cool Breeze?
The day the Negroes took.
DJ Hobo, which one do you got?
They the Ninjas took over.
Took it over. Okay. Oh, I give him as you splitting the vote right here, buddy.
Man, this is tough, man. But I think I'm gonna have to go with Big Egos on this one.
Hey, Big Eagles taking the win. So again, it wouldn't really matter at the end of the day. The score of 2-1 in this particular round, but it was cool to see 2001 get a vote on this particular side of things. Again, every Monday night, by the way, Eats, Beats, and Rhymes, we present Who Do You Got? We take a battle to your favorite artists, to your favorite albums, to your favorite crews, to your favorite, et cetera, put them in a 5-round battle like you're witnessing at the moment, and we basically answer the overall question, who do you got at the end of the night? Again, follow us here. We're here every Monday night. Check us out. We got a bunch of cool content. Let's keep moving forward because when we're talking about round number 4, who took home the win on this, 2001 takes home the win. So round number 4, making an even score.
Beautiful
Moment. It's been a minute since we've gone the distance, 5 whole rounds. So it looks like, again, 2 points go to the Chronic for the first 2 rounds. The last 2 rounds have been overtaken by 2001. We're going to go to round number 5. We're going to distance again. Monday nights, it goes down 8 p.m. Eastern.
Hold on a second. You said that was the featured round, right? The feature round?
A quick little clip of just some dope features.
So there's 2 things I want to say about the features. Number 1, on how phenomenal and one of my personal favorite MCs that Corrupt is. And I think that his name should be spoken about more on how phenomenal and dope of a real raw MC that he is.
That's
point
right.
blank period. Point blank period. He is phenomenal. One of my favorites, right? And then you have to think about how Hitman looked on the Chronic 2001. He shined on this album. On the beats, his style, his voice, his cadence, and everything. It tied with the production. I wish I had a better answer for that, but you asked that question because he shines so dope on the 2001.
He had to have done something wrong.
Piss somebody off.
Because listen, let's be clear. By 2001, M is the true star. You know what I'm saying? Like it's obvious. You see it. He's writing for him, and I'm sure Hitman was as well. I'm sure a bunch of the verses that we know, Mr. Andre Young for saying we're probably Hitman, but it's like nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, was that Hobo?
I was just saying, I don't know what happened to him. Like I don't know what happened to him, bro.
Out of 2000, let's talk about like the Chronic, for example, right? And people in the chat, let me know if you guys agree or if I'm missing somebody. In the Chronic's batch of like, check out these freshmen. You had Daz and Corrupt who later got formed to be Dog Pound, right? They later formed the Dog Pound. They have their own story in hip hop history, being one of the first independent hip hop duos to go platinum and debut #1 in their market, which was like a big deal back then because Interscope didn't want to put them out. Death Row put them out independently, probably through Priority or something like that. But then you have Snoop, out of here, like one of the biggest in the world. Period. Like
Period. Period.
You know what I'm saying? You have what else? I mean, I'm talking about that they became major stars, and I'm not trying to minimize anybody's career, but like, you then have something along the lines of who?
I'm gonna say it, man. Fuck that. Rage is a dope MC, man. One of the
Idiot
dope
Rage, absolutely,
female
And you also
MC.
got like, your Tupacs. Like I said, you got so many different vaults that Death Row brings to the table again, and then
Point, Jules. I gotta say, I think RBX did something wrong because he was, I mean, from the crowd.
another one too. You're right.
He was gonna be like the next, I mean, his voice was so distinctive, and he had some good rhymes, man. I just don't know what happened to him either.
You know what I think possibly him and Hitman both suffered from? And this is just what it is, especially in the time and place when they were coming out, both of them. They just weren't marketable. Like they were just like some big dude. Like,
I was gonna say the label,
almost like
politics.
a big. Why did Big Suge take off? I'm talking about from Gangstar Friday. It's like he's just. Some people have a look, some people don't. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
their look was just a little too
To West Coast.
Some people, yeah. I mean, listen. Besides just being a dope rapper, we all know this. Even if back in the '90s,
marketing,
you had to have it.
But we also don't know.
You had to have it, whatever it is. But like, let's be clear. Some people have it, some people don't. And there's a lot of people in that camp that come out of Dre's camp. Period. Not just from these two albums that have thought they had it, and he made them think they had it, and then they never showed us any of it. So, like, that's the truth. You know what I'm talking about. In the chat, you know what I'm talking about, chat? Like, can we name any artists that we know have signed to Dre and never came out?
And that's what I was gonna say. There's a lot of politics with that where we don't know. We don't know sometimes behind the scenes what deals they were signing or what happened behind the scenes. And because we noticed, we discussed on the channel, like a lot of artists that you think are gonna come out and get signed. I mean, are gonna blow up, and they put out a song and you never hear from them again. Or if they even, you're waiting for the album and the album doesn't drop.
Right.
If this album would have dropped in 2024, 2025 instead of 2001, for whatever beef that would have been going on behind the scenes that we don't know about, let's just say, for example, as we're talking hypothetically, they still would have been able to put out something on their own,
right,
and generate something. It was a different time back then.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's a good point. I
want to go back to real quick. So the Chronic again debuted Daz and Corrupt, Lady of Rage, RBX to a certain degree, but RBX I feel like didn't really, but again, like these are just new voices that we thought were dope, right? I mean, who else am I missing? Anybody else out of the Chronic's lineup of dope MCs? Jewel, we got to hear Jewel on the Chronic. We got to hear Bushwick Bill's the odd appearance in there. Nate Dogg too. I think that's the first. Is that our first time hearing Nate Dogg? That's Nate Dogg's first time.
No, that's not our first time hearing Nate Dogg. That was just on the Chronic.
Yeah.
That was the first time Nate Dogg didn't he do
Doggy Style came out after, no?
Doggy Style came after the Chronic.
This is Dre debuting, like this is my new batch. You got again Snoop, RBX, Daz, Warren G, Nate Dogg. You know what I'm saying? DLC was already part of the family, but again, he was, doing the skits like $20 Sack Pyramid, which I never knew was DLC, by the way. But
what?
I never knew. I mean, now I knew, and for years, many years I've known, but like at the time, like in high school, I never would have thought that was DLC. I had no clue. Like it didn't click to me that was DLC. Jewel again, Bushwick Bill making the appearance, and again, that's the Chronic. And then you got 2001, and again another lineup of new MCs that went on to have careers. And we were talking about Hitman, who kind of didn't. I would say Hitman had the RBX effect to a certain degree. Like you were dope, but what the fuck happened? And then again, you had Devin the Dude, you had Hitman, you had 6'2". I thought 6'2" was kind of cool also, by the way.
Malcolm Tim brought up Nocturnal, which is a good point. Nocturnal.
I was getting to him too. Yeah, Nocturnal was on here as well. I mean, Dre has a good ear for like picking out new guys that we feel like are gonna make sort of stand the next
Right.
Yeah.
Kind of chapter of time for a while. But again,
the follow through was not it.
I mean, I guess not. But again, they listen. As hard as it was for me to find a solo Dre track, Hitman has 2 solo tracks on this album.
Yeah. 2 solo. That's why you would think.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
having the
M didn't
features
even
in-
get that.
Like
Snoop didn't even get that.
You would sit there and think that okay, there's something next that's going to be for this guy.
He fucked his girl, made her pass with his girl.
Come on, man.
Bro, come on, man. Come on? Like, he was really, and if you remember, if anybody in the chat remembers also, I forgot which video was it. I'm almost, I think it's the, Forget About Dre video. It cuts and it goes to a brand new Hitman song that's not even on the fucking 2001.
Right.
So Mailman's got like 3 songs that are all Dre produced by himself. And one with a quick video, like I said. So that's hitting MTV. That's doing BET runs. Because Dre's getting both looks. You know that. At that time. It was a big deal, man. It was Mailman biggest fumble. That was the only thing I could think of. Maybe management, you know.
Something happened.
Something happened for sure.
Does anybody in the chat know? Shit. Let's keep pushing forward. We have one more round to go.
Let's get it.
I'm gonna call this this is the official all-timers round. Call this the emotional round. It's called the most emotional track off each album. Again, both albums are very full of a lot of, male testosterone and a lot of weed references and kind of hard to find a quote unquote, deep record pause, you know what I'm saying, on these projects. But Dre's gonna give you something, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna find a way to make you think and feel and get emotional and attached to a song and make you go, wow, that's dope. So with round number 5 being the last round of Dr. Dre, The Chronic versus 2001, we're going with the most emotional track round. We're gonna put Little Ghetto Boy up against The Message. Let's go.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if I have to die today with this little African right here to have a future, I'm a dead motherfucker. Right.
Wake up, jumped out my bed. I'm in a 2-man cell with my homie Lil Half Dead. Murder was the case that they gave me. Dear God, I wonder, can you save me? I'm only 18, so I'm a young buck. It's a ride, if I don't scrap, I'm getting stuck. But that's the life of a G, I guess. Essays way deep, shame two in the chest. Best run, cause brothers is dropping quicker. Too late, damn, down goes another nigga. Bouncing off the walls, throwing them dogs, getting that rep as a young hog. It ain't nothing like the street life. You better be strapped with your shank, cause ain't no fist fight. So I guess I got to handle mine. Since I did the crime, I got to do my time.
What you see, I am what I am, it's something me. Little ghetto boy, playing in the ghetto street. What you gonna do when you grow up and have to face responsibility?
Now I'm holding This one is for my brother, DRE. R.I.P.
Finesse on the beat, you don't talk about it.
A message to God.
It's emotional round. Carl Thomas round.
Since you finishing them early, what possessed you to stardom? We made a vow, later we'll regret till death do us part. Lord, I thought we was made for each other. You shouldn't connect those made to be taken away from each other. Now what I'm supposed to do? I'm only half the man that I was. I'll never last, cause my better half is up there with you. You knew what you was doing when you made us. So with all due respect, you could've forgave him. Didn't have to take him. He can take the game with him, cause he defines the word. The one who puts the G in it. Who you think put me in it? I'm feeling like my whole world is blinded, wondering why, crying, pouring out my heart, pouring out liquor behind it. We fought like brothers, something we never should do. We could've used time spent arguing, telling the truth. He had talent too. I had plans of watching him blow. Don't know what hurts more, seeing them leave or watching him go.
Listen, listen, listen.
How the hell did Rel get on this record?
Rel with Mary J. Blige.
Mary J. Blige makes total sense. Rel? Like that motherfucker came up like, yo, I got on this track. You could, if I knew, if he was like yo, I'm on a record that's coming out. Dr. Dre, Mary J. Blige, Lord Finesse, and me. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, get the fuck up. Like,
And an SL with Rel, baby.
You're the only thing that don't make sense. Even at that time, Love Finesse didn't even make it too much sense, but you definitely don't make no damn sense. Like, what? Rel came up, bro. I don't know what the fuck happened. I need the backstory on Rel getting on the message on Dr. Dre's 6 times, probably diamond at some point, fucking second studio album, 2001.
Interesting. I mean, I'll put. I don't know. I'll just say only maybe because of it had to be probably be through finesse because of D&D connection. That's my only logic right there. I could be wrong. Mere speculation.
You think they got it for the cheap? They got it for
speculation.
Was Dr. Dre in a position where he was trying to sign Rel?
I thought I don't know if it was because of this record, but I thought he was, or I thought there was a little Rel and.
Want to say
no way? I did not know that.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Around the time, I'm
I
just
mean,
co-signing.
I gotta give it up to listen. If that's the truth, or even like anywhere leaning in that direction, I gotta give it up to Rel and his home team. What do you go with its management, whatever? Because like we talking about Rockefeller. He was there. He basically pulled the MOP, and then you talking about he might have been over at Aftermath. It's like, yo. What's going? You go to some of the biggest, you know what I'm saying? Like
Rel, baby.
Because we met Rel when I was in the business. I was in the reggaeton side of things. There's a Don Omar record featuring Rel. Be clear, okay? I was the one going, wait, there's no fucking way, and I played it like, what?
That's a big deal. That's a big deal.
No sense. I was like, how did Rel and Don Omar get together?
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's
Rel might be that guy, man. You know?
First of all, true story. I heard Rel is like the real deal. Like he's in jail either at the moment or did a bunch of time for like basically moving a lot of weight. You know what I'm saying? That's his story. He's a traficante, as we like to say.
Yo, man, that R&B thug shit was for real, man. Niggas smack your koofy off, man.
Apparently so.
And deliver
cable knit turtlenecks, son.
And deliver a perfectly fucking tuned note at the same time. While he's smacking the fucking koofy.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I feel like right. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like Rel
at the same time.
No, I'm gonna tell you right now. He's right.
Listen.
Rel got the type of energy he gonna roll up at you in the light while he's in that car that Ben's turned around, looking at Shorty like what's up? You a baller? You a player? You
had to get him.
Had to get him. You thought we was brothers? Had to get him. Again, listen, this is round number 5. We're talking the Chronic versus Chronic 2001, the 1992 debut release up against its sophomore release, which came out in 1999, even though it's titled 2001. We're going to go around the room real quick, find out Little Ghetto Boy versus The Message. Again, for those that don't know, The Message, production-wise, this is the first time there's been another producer involved. By the way, Melman, we got to give Melman his props because Melman did a lot of co-production on 2001.
Oh, my fault, Juicy. Finish. I'm sorry.
No, that was pretty much it. And like I said, so with that being said, I want to point out the one track that apparently didn't get produced by Dr. Dre on 2001 is brought to us by a Bronx native, a legend. Got no problem throwing that title on this man. We're talking about, the legend Lord Finesse. The Lord Finesse manager. Now, Lord Finesse getting on Dr. Dre out makes sense, not Rel. what I'm saying? But again, Love Finesse did his thing. I think
Yeah.
the only time we've ever witnessed anything like that happen. I couldn't.
I was gonna add, I think to my knowledge, and you guys can quote me, I think this is the first time that we're not I think we're it's coming to the light that Dr. Dre has a camp of producers or he's working with multiple producers.
Shout out to Focus.
Right? Because we know Focus, we know Finesse, and then later on we know he
Shout out
worked
to
with
Focus.
Pete. We know he did joints with Premier. So Dre he's actually worked with even your favorite producers. Dre has worked with them side by side to make records.
Right.
So you're seeing, this evolution. I think that's why the 2001 sounds different from the Chronic 2 is because the 2001 we're seeing it's a different team because remember he brought in Scott Storch and the Dre model too is also the Timberland model, right, where you bring in teams of hungry producers to help keep your craft going. But then as I say that, I just caught myself because I think Marley Marl was actually one of the first people to actually quietly bring in guys and do all this stuff also too.
I mean, there's variations of being a producer these days, and especially that time. Again, there's that's another discussion for another day. Dre definitely, I think, if you put him in the room alone with a beat machine, you're getting something out of there. I think if you put him in a room with a few instruments, you're getting something out. So I think that's what Dre brings to the table. The proof is in the pudding. We've been exploring both catalogs of his solo projects all evening. I'm gonna go around the room real fast. Again, it's not a quick, fast, no gas.
Wait, but didn't that Lil Finesse have a verse originally on this?
My understanding is yes. This was a song that it was one of his records or something like that. I think he ended up playing this, and I think no matter what song Dre ended up picking, like I think he would have always been like, "Word, like this song, like this," and
Wait, yeah, he probably heard this beat. The beat fits the message.
The beat is so fucking fire.
It's fire, man. Yeah.
Shout out to Royce the 5'9".
Yeah.
I heard Royce wrote the verse.
Oh,
for Dre.
Yeah.
Like, remember, Dre don't really rap. You don't really write like that.
And you hear it. You hear all these guys. It's like Royce. Royce is an amazing lyricist, man. So you gotta appreciate all these guys that contribute to Dre.
Yeah. He again, he inspired many people. I mean, this is Kanye West takes a total page out of his booklet as well. The the baby oil master himself took pick, again, same thing. Like he takes
Pause. I gotta bring it up. It's called
No.
Pause.
Where's Baby Oil Master? What, like with baby oil? Ain't wrong with that.
That man, we gotta stop talking about that. Man.
Shut your goddamn ass up.
They all took a page from the Dre book. Like I said, the point is they don't all have to but Dre does. But again, they don't always have to touch the actual equipment. Pause. Because I was trying to find another word. I was like, fuck.
Oh, yo, that's way too much. It's way too much going on right now.
There's another guy too. We forgot to mention.
Greasy.
Mike Elizondo.
Mike Elizondo, gotta get
he's
shout out to
another
Mike.
big contributor to a lot of those records with Dre. Also,
Mike Elizondo's dope. Is he the bassist or the keyboardist?
I want to say bass, but I also want to say he mixes some of the records too.
Yeah, I've seen his name on the mix a lot of times. I've also seen his name on production a few times as well.
Yes.
I've seen Mike Elizondo. I would like to know more about that man myself. We're gonna go ahead and say, try to get the votes out for Little Ghetto Boy versus The Message. Let's start it with Ike Infamous. You're laughing away over there. Who do you got?
I really do love Little Ghetto Boy, but man, it's just something different about the message. I think I feel like I should be standing on my hill of the Chronic as far as it being legendary, because I think Little Ghetto Boy is a very legendary track. You know what I mean? But I just love the message. I absolutely love that record. Every time I hear it, man, it's hard for me to vote against it.
Great record, absolutely. DJ Hobo, Little Ghetto Boy.
I echo Ike's sentiment 100%. I like Little Ghetto Boy, but it's something about the message that just resonates with me. So I got to pick that record.
Did you guys know there's a video for Little Ghetto Boy? I just found it like a year and a half ago. I never knew that.
I think I knew that. Wow.
Yeah, it's like a real video. I thought it was maybe like someone kind of made it.
No, it's a real video.
It's a real ass video. Like Nate Dogg dressed in like a deacon's kind of suit, not even like a super fly player suit, like a deacon kind of suit.
That's wild.
Iconic samples in that record too.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot. So we got Ike's vote down. We got Hobo's vote down. Triple C, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I'm going with The Message.
You as well. Triple C putting it down. Cool Breeze, what are you thinking, sir?
Quack, quack.
Following,
You want the
following
mess?
friends. DJ Scanless, what are you thinking about Little Ghetto Boy versus The Message?
Gotta go to Message, man.
What is it about? Like, are you saying that only because you say you gotta, and I'm just curious why you gotta.
As soon as yeah, go ahead, I'm sorry.
No,
Sam, my
no,
bad.
no, all good. No. I mean, pretty much everybody said everything already. Ike said it, Hobo said it, and I think to add on to what they said, just the feeling of that record in particular, it really to me when I hear that record, like I can tell like it was really pen like it meant something. Like it came from that place deep down. Like lyrics, right? Like we said earlier, lyrics matter. When I said earlier, people just rap to the beat to rap to the beat. Like, no, I could tell if Royce wrote that, he heard that beat and specifically channeled an experience to make his pen flow like that.
Or he was able to just speak and Dr. Dre was able to share the emotion behind the message.
Right.
You know what I mean? Behind the record. And I've always said that like if you are a producer, you are an engineer, you're somebody who wants to learn about how to mix and master or what your record should sound like or what your album should sound like, listen to the 2001 from front to back and the message, like Scan was saying, with the feeling that hits. The soon as those notes hit, you understand where it's going. And that those keys hit specifically, I think, because that record and the album is mixed and mastered so like to perfection in my ears. You know what I mean? Like that.
Does the song, The Message, fit the album? I'm not saying it doesn't. I'm asking.
Yeah.
Sometimes it could be like, again, it's an entire Dre and Mailman setup, and then it's like this one outside. And sometimes for whatever reason, sometimes it doesn't fit, and it's like, yeah, but we're gonna find a way.
That's hip hop, man. That's real. That's hip hop. It's the message, bro. He's
Yeah,
just spilling his real true emotions.
Yeah, that was a good closer.
Yeah, I agree. I agree, Trip. It was a good closer. So it's okay if it's out of place in this case. It's okay because it's closing the album. In my opinion.
Yeah, that's true.
Also, I was gonna say real quick, just on my fault. Just kind of just touching what Ike said. If you study mixing and mastering, right, and you study in particular Dre, you realize that if you speak to engineers, his techniques as far as keeping the top end very clean and very bright on the top end versus the low end. So that's the reason why when you go back and you listen to your favorite producers, engineers, Dre's mixes compared to like, let's say, at least for me, what I do in my cheat codes, compare them to like some of Timbaland records, some of those mixes with it's escaping me what Timbaland's engineer is. Jimmy Douglas, I think that's his engineer. And you listen to the techniques and how they gate and have certain frequencies. Dre's are very top heavy, very clean. That's something to pay attention to, not only for back then, but how you even enjoy your music now. You're gonna see none of that range is there. It's not present anymore.
And when he makes his low ends, his bass lines, they're still clear enough that they're like it's such a full sounding bottom or full sounding bass that they hit the right frequency that it plays loud, but it's still a funky, groovy ass fucking bass, man. I love that shit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now he's definitely mastered the art of clean sound. Like even apparently Jimmy Iovine, when he first met Dre and he presented the Chronic to him, one of the first things he asked him was like, yeah, he's like, who mixed it? And he was like, me. He was like, no, you told me you produced it. Like I mixed it. He was like, me. He was like, Dre, like no, honestly, like don't like, because Jimmy Iovine, he's that engineer kind of guy before he ever mogul that he was. He was an engineer guy. This guy produced records with fucking Fleetwood Mac and all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? Linda Ronstadts and all that. So he was a legit music sound guy and was like, no, something like who? He was like, me. He was like, what?
It makes a difference.
Ray already had that. That's what makes him, the guy that he is today. It's the sound. He's got an ear. You know what I'm saying?
SSLs, Neves, MCI consoles, all those different consoles make a big difference. And I challenge people, or some of my students, back in the days, listen to some of your favorite artists, but then find out who the engineer was, and then find out the studio and listen and see what they have, because just because it's a big console, it looks cool, right?
It looks cool.
But there's a difference between an SSL-E, SSL-J, and all those things contribute to your sound.
Absolutely. And again, that's that almost like a scientist, right? He came up with his version of what works for him, how to X this. I heard he's a master about this shit. He's meticulous as hell. Wrapping up round number 5, most emotional track. Let's call it So Emotional track, aka Carl Thomas track. Little Ghetto Boy versus The Message. It was an entire landslide. The Message took home the win, putting 2001 as the winner of round number 5. We've been keeping track all night. We started at 8 o'clock around here. Thanks to everybody in the chat room who's been joining us all evening. Started at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Eats, Beats, and Rhymes. Make sure you check us out. You follow us here on Twitch. Make sure you follow us on YouTube. We drop these episodes on YouTube. We put a bunch of new stuff on it. Make sure you check it out. Definitely a lot more, a lot brighter than this. But don't forget to always Eats, Beats, and Rhymes. Follow us on every platform. Round number 5, again, resulted as 2001 being the winner of that, which means it's eventually come to the end of the game. 3-2 is the score at the end of this evening when we're talking about Dr. Dre, The Chronic versus Chronic 2001. And if you know what's up, you know what's up. Eats, Beats, and Rhymes. Give it up one time for Dr. Dre's 2001, taking home the win for best legendary project out of his debut catalog, solo projects.
That was a close one. That was a close one.
That was a close one. It's been a while since we went the full 5 rounds. You know what I'm saying?
As
Usually
it
people
should be.
strongly.
As it should be.
That was fun. Like I said, again, every Monday night, check us out here, Eats, Beats, and Rhymes. And again, check us out on YouTube. We got a bunch of old episodes up there. Like I said, you guys might like and might want to check out. What are you guys thinking? I mean, I do you agree with tonight's win? Everybody in the chat.
I don't know, man. Hold on a second, man. Hold on a second. I ain't gonna let you just fuck this whole shit up with your man and shit, bro. Because to sit here and say that like 2001 is more legendary than the Chronic is just like, what the fuck is we talking about? But I'm not mad that 2001 and not surprised. Like I said in the beginning of the show, like I'm not surprised that like 2001 would win this. Like it's just they're both that phenomenal and both that dope, but legendary. I think.
What was the result when you put up the very first voting booth, which was basically the overall choice? What was it again? The results of that
for the Chronic,
for the regular Chronic, the first one,
the OG, the regular.
Crazy. Again, the math is math. For those just joining us that weren't around for the round 1 and 2, because I think the raid came in around round number 3. Round number 1, best solo Dre track. We put a Ninja with a Gun going up against the Watcher, and a Ninja with a Gun off the Chronic took home the win. Round number 2, again, for you just joining us, quick, fast, no gas. 3 different levels. We played a bunch of songs. Long story short, we played 6 songs in total. We put nothing but this was the singles battle, by the way. The singles battle. Nothing but a G Thing versus Still DRE. Probably the toughest round we've had this evening. Okay? Nothing but a G Thing takes the win. Effing with Dre Day. The diss against Easy, Tim Dog, and Luke. Going up against Forgot About Dre, featuring Eminem. Effing with Dre Day takes home the win. That's off the Chronic. Let Me Ride up against the next episode. Let Me Ride takes the win, meaning that the Chronic, number 1, takes home the win. So the first 2 rounds went to the Chronic. The next 2 rounds, most of the raid got here by that point. And again, just to recap, bitches ain't shit. I don't know why.
Bitches ain't shit, but hoes and tricks.
These witches ain't sweet, you know what I'm saying, versus FU. And again, FU off that 2001 took the win right there, you know what I'm saying, by a big percentage. And then we had another quick, fast, no gas, 6 rounds again. Best features clip, you know what I'm saying, 6 songs again. All 6 songs had a bunch of features. These were the winners. In this particular case, the entire round went to 2001. You had These Nuts versus What's the Difference. What's the Difference takes the win. Stranded on Death Row versus Explosive. Explosive took the win. The Day the Ninjas took over up against Big Egos. Big Egos took the win, making it an even score of 2-2. In the last round, you guys are just witnessing. We had, so emotional round. Little Ghetto Boy versus The Message. The Message taking home a landslide win. This is how we get the result for 2001. I'm not gonna lie.
But you gotta say, 01 had more tracks down.
Well, because of how legendary he was with the Chronic, 7 years later, what he was able to build, and then when he went back to the table, his resources were abundantly fucking greater. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna be honest now because the game is technically officially over.
Go
We
ahead. I
know
got something to say too, Jules. Go
You know
ahead.
what I'm saying? So it's technically 2001 that takes home the win. But Triple C's a little incorrect. I just want to add on before I give my layout real fast. It's 16 tracks versus 22 tracks, but out of the 22 tracks, 5 of them are all skits. That kind of puts us down to like 16 versus 17. It kind of makes it a little bit even at that point. And as far as my overall choice, I would have went with the Chronic. I kind of feel like Ike. Shocked that 2001 took the win. And to be honest, they're both amazing, right? That goes without saying. Like, I'm not gonna kiss too much ass right now, but I found myself feeling like there are more skip tracks on 2001 than for me on the Chronic. There's certain
I
songs.
felt that way about the Chronic.
There you so wait, so you Hobo, me and Hobo, if we could talk about it real quick. I felt, for example, on 2001, a song that again I don't need to hear it. You know what I'm saying? It was something like I just want to make sure I'm gonna play a little bit to make sure I'm. Yeah, Let's Get High. I didn't need to hear that.
Okay.
Murder Inc. I'm not the biggest fan.
Okay.
And probably it's a skit, but pause for porno. What's the point?
Yeah.
Fair.
What is the point?
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Housewife, I'm not mad at, but it's just, it's like, what the hell is this? Like, where are we going with this?
No, this right here is my shit right there. Act Right's my shit.
Bang Bang, I like Nocturnal. I don't like Bang Bang's hook. I guess the song is cool, but Bang Bang's hook. So I'm not gonna say I skip it, but I don't have this many takeaways from the Chronic. The Chronic for me is like, yo, straight to beginning. I mean, beginning to end. It's like, yo, go.
Even the Roach, you playing that?
I'm not gonna lie, the Roach is a little extra. As far as outros, the Message is the best outro for sure. No, he knows exactly. I knew it. I was like, oh, motherfucker, give me with an Uno card reverse. Like, you know
well, think about,
but I'll say this. Hold on, real quick. Don't forget after the outro, which is again the Roach.
Is bitches ain't shit, right?
Shit, there you go. So that's a cool outro too.
Think about bitches ain't shit, explosive and shit like that, and think about as a DJ at a party or a club that you define gentlemen have been at and rocked. How many women respond to those songs and sing those songs and know those words? And somebody said it in the chat before, like this is when Toxic was cool. And I was like, no, it just sounded good. It just sounded better. It just sounds better. You know what I mean? Like damn, at least make it sound good. Like Explosive. To think about how Corrupt started, then Nate Dogg, and then like how Devin the Dude finishes that record. When you really listen to that record, you're laughing, but everybody knows every single word to that song. So
that's true. That's true.
I think too. I think for me too. I think if I had to phrase it, I think the Chronic is the more influential album, right? So if we had to grab an album and I had to have something that's more influential that can stand the test of time, I would take the Chronic.
But
I think it's the more influential album.
But how many people actually copied the G-Funk sound?
Oh, come on, man.
Right.
No. But keep in mind, G-Funk was, it happened before Dre. It's not like
right. I was gonna say that. Right.
It happened. But
I'm saying, no, hear me out. So it's like I feel you on the influence, but like 2001 though, when that came out, I feel like have influenced more sound than let's say G-Funk, because I feel like you take some things from G-Funk, you're like, yeah, that's cool. But like 2001, I think like helped influence producers in a whole.
Well, yes, yeah. So I would say 2 parts. So I would
more
say
than
yes.
the Chronic versus Volume 1.
I would say yes, but I don't think it's a fair argument only because 1992 versus 2001 are 2 different decades.
Exactly.
99. It's only 7 years.
Okay,
no, hold on a second.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Hold on a second, but the equipment and the technology and
Definitely
the studio access is entirely different from 92 and 99.
Agreed.
But remember too, the sound changed, right? Because remember, 92, you're coming out of for at least for East Coast, you're coming out of Black Moon, Boot Camp, Dark, Early Tribe, right? And then just a comparison, NWA has a West Coast sound that's a little different from how we sounded out here in the East. But by 99, right? Remember now, you're coming out of the Bad Boy era. You're coming out of different eras now. Jay-Z's blowing up. Nas has influence. You're in the club now more. So overall, the shape of hip hop has changed. So you went from more of the grimy, dark sound to now the polished sound, where we're outside, we're in the clubs. So the vibe is a little bit different. So yes, that's why I say yes and no. Yes, Jules, you're right. At the same time, it's in a different lane because things have just changed at this point now, where whatever's hot at the time is just going to be what's going to be the influence. You know what I mean? And even today, we look at even hip hop today. Whatever's hot is just what people are going to gravitate to at the time. So our music now to like young people is ancient prehistoric stuff to how they view our music now. You know what I mean? So to sum it up, I think to me it's two different sounds, because if you listen to the Chronic 2001, right, it's not as much G-Funk influence, right? There's still instruments, but it's more live instruments now, more samples that are replayed.
It's big sounding.
So it's evolved a little bit now, where more of the 92 sound is more of just samples, right? Layered with live bass lines and keys a little bit better, versus 2001, where we're going to replay the whole thing now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's a different approach.
92, I'm just starting in this era of hip hop where we're all taking it to this brand new level. 2001, look how much money I motherfucking got from that first album I made, man.
Yeah.
Supposed to sound different. Like Wu-Tang's supposed to sound different.
Which
from
they
the 36
did.
chamber. You know what I'm saying?
Which
like
they did.
They're supposed to. They're supposed to.
Like Smith and Wesson on that Namaste track off the Infinite new album.
Hey, yo.
Yo, Jules, man.
I thought you wanted to finish this conversation. They need that so emotional Carl Thomas track, right?
Yeah, and I don't like how you put the message in the Carl Thomas emotional gathering.
Emotional song.
No, but but not Carl Thomas emotional. Carl Thomas emotional. Hold on a second. Carl Thomas emotional is walking outside the restaurant while it's raining in the summertime in that fucking sweater, staring through, looking at your girlfriend and her husband and her kids eating at Wendy's, right? And the message is about your brother and what it really means to me, how my brother is gone and not here. It's two entirely different things, man.
Agreed.
Sir, honestly, my rebuttal to you is you don't get to dictate to me with great fuzz and still having the nerve to put grabba in your blunt. I don't want to hear nothing about
Wait.
You are an old young, you are OYN. You better stop it right now.
I do not, don't see, like,
they got
about to get disrespect. No, you about to get disrespectful.
Got that peach flavored grabba.
No, hold on a second. You about to get disrespectful.
More grabba than
I don't do that.
Calm down.
I don't do that bootleg bullshit bodega.
You the type to like Fonto and burn it and then crush it.
Crush my grabba and bullshit.
I've met y'all before. I know y'all.
You know what a frontal leaf and bud is, man? I don't do that grabba shit. That's that I ain't been off my block in Queens. I'ma just do what everybody else does on the internet shit.
OYN. You know what it stands for. OYN. You are OYN. Period. You know what I'm saying? Yo, we get down like this every Monday night, by the way. If you're still
Jules, my man. Love is love, man.
Yeah, for sure. The numbers have been showing. Thank you so much for hanging out with us on Monday nights. We do this. Like I said, if you want to catch old episodes, like I said, check us out on YouTube. If you wanted to listen to us, check us out on the DSPs. Eats, Beats, and Rhymes. One word.
Real quick, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, sir. Shout out to DJ Hobo and DJ Scandalous for the wins tonight. Hobo is in the lead with 5 wins. Scandalous got 3. Trip C got 3. The Good Rev got 0. I have 2. Malcontent has 1. Cool Breeze has 2.
Look at that.
Nice.
Keeping tabs. You too.
Proud for the raid too, man. Thank you, bro. Like that's
appreciate that.
Shit,
from a super dope producer, bro. Super dope producer, man. Super dope producer.
Let's make sure we officially follow him.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know what I'm saying? Off the Twitch channel. I don't know how to do.
I appreciate
it.
He was like in this.
No, I was about to say, Ike.
Yeah, Street FM the night. Every Monday night, 12 to 3, WUSB.FM online worldwide. It is there live, and then it stays up there all week. Every first Monday of the month, we do throwback night. So we're gonna I'm probably, because I'm so inspired by the 2001 and the Chronic, I'm probably gonna play some of the shit off of here.
That's
on my
right.
show tonight. You know what I mean? So tune in. You never know what you might hear. You never know what you might miss. Word up.
I'm saying, don't forget to check out our merch. You know what I'm saying? While you're here, if you meet your hope, if we can get the little link going, we got all the brand new tire cover black leather bags. You know what I'm saying? For all your saying your SUV needs, EBR tire cover racks. You know what I'm saying? You know, say something nice for the fans. You know what I'm saying?
We got
I'm
chanclas
not gonna
and
lie, it's
everything.
pleather. It's not leather, but it's pleather. You know what I'm saying? But it's that's original. That's Egyptian stitch.
And we got the
vegan leather.
we got the Father's Day grills.
Father's
The
Day
grills that you cook on and the grills that you put in your mouth.
Right.
Wow.
we got propane. We got propane size. You know, red and black grills. You know what I'm saying? You know, full size aprons. You know what I'm saying? Kiss the EBR chef. You know, we don't want to rule the fathers out. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget we got the official parachute size. Just in case of emergency, gift bags. You know what I'm saying? With the huge EBR logo on it. It's a real parachute. You know what I'm saying? On sale. We're giving a deep discount. You know what I'm saying? Deep discount. We might have bought more than we could chew.
Yeah,
EBR, EBR fanny packs.
The fanny packs didn't work out. They were too expensive to flip.
Okay.
Really slim margins. Really slim margins. Very familiar with the fanny pack world. Very slim margins. But we're gonna get a raid out. We're getting ready to raid out of here. Like I said, shout out to Kev Brown for the raid. That was the dopest assist we've had in a while. Thank you so much. Like I said, we'll see you guys next Monday. Like I said, for editing purposes, we're gonna go ahead and log out. But we'll see you guys in a few. See you guys next Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Check us out. Eats, Beats, and Rhymes. Peace.
Peace.